Hooray!
Hello, hello, friends. Happy Saturday. Whoa, right when the song ended. That was weird. Cool timing, cool timing. Hello, hello. I'm thinking I'm doing Katadoku. I haven't done it in so long, and we're nowhere near finished. McCurry got first, McCurry got a daily, McCurry got last. A trifecta. Oh my gosh. Palfly got a daily. Palfly said feed McCrary, and Prod said hydrate. That's probably smart. ADH Discay. I got a daily. Hello. I think I say your name differently every time I read it. I try not to feed myself when others will. Mood! If someone's gonna prepare a meal for you, accept it, right? My water bottle's too tall and it blocks my monitors. I never know where to put it. First world problems, water bottle's too big. Hunger now. Oh. A 90-day streak! Holy shit, nice. I need some music that doesn't have words. Yeah. I've been liking Lo-Fi Girl, honestly. Where's the playlist? Have I really not listened to that long? Lo-Fi Girl, where are you? There you are. Like it's a stage. 90-day streak. McCurry's been fed 290 times. It's almost up at 300 now. Let's pin some messages. I'm just on Twitch today, not YouTube. Hexagons was a tricky one to... Oh, I didn't even look at this yet. That was a tricky one to write rules for. Submit a puzzle? Question mark? This link? Katadoku. Is there like a homepage for the Katadoku? I just found this in my history. Oh yeah, there's like a help page, isn't there? Katadoku help. It's probably in my history if I just search for that. I don't know what that autocorrected to. That ended. Copy. Copy. Oh, accidentally hit the cheer button. You cannot cheer in your own channel? What? Let me cheer in my own channel. What the heck? Looks good to me. We're gonna pin this message. It's weird only doing things on Twitch and not also YouTube. Very cool, very cool. Minimize everything. Okay, awesome. Oh yeah, this is puzzle number 65. This number isn't right. I think we're up to 65. I closed the ping list that I have. Ping list. Random puzzle goes brrr by Playmaker. That's funny. Yeah, 65. Nice. I'm gonna change this actually. Puzzle number 65. And I'll try to remember to change that, but I probably won't. We'll see. Looks like how one climbs up the corporate ladder. Are you speaking from experience? All right, what do we have? We have a given 1, 2, 3, 6. Start on the top left. Yes. And as each 6x6 puzzle is completed, 4 digits will automatically carry over as givens for the next puzzle. Read the rules carefully for each puzzle, as many contain variants. Sounds good to me. Normal 6x6 Sudoku rules apply. Killer cages. Digits in cages cannot repeat, and they sum to the value in the top left. I know this is like standard like copy paste for killer cages, but like the very first time I did killer cage puzzle and I was reading the rules, I read it as like they cannot both repeat and sum to the value in the top left. Like I had to choose which one of those rules I had to follow. And so now I think about that every time I read it, even though the word both is not there. I just filled that in my head. Not variance, variance. Oh, sorry. Sorry, that would be kind of fun. Like ambiguous killer cages, you gotta figure out what you're doing with it. Is the 11 cage? I don't know. I haven't even looked yet. What are we doing? We have a 3-cell 11 cage. We have 10. We have 15. This is 5 cells to get 15, so I know this is not going to include a 6. I need to get my brain into 6x6 puzzles instead of 9x9. I've been doing a lot of 9x9 recently. So I'm like, oh yeah, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But really, it's a 6x6 puzzle, so I just can't use 6. I have a 3-cell 7 cage, which is a nice 1, 2, 4. 3-cell 9 cage, which is probably gonna look at this in an interesting way. Let's see. This is going to be a 4, 5 for sure, just because of Sudoku with this box. So 4 can't go here, meaning this will be a 4. And this won't be 4. This needs to be a 3, 6, which will probably help out here. If I were to use a 6, I could do 4, 6, 1. If I were to use a 5, it would be 5, 3, 3, and that won't work. So let's use a 4, let's use a 5. So it's going to be 4 and 3 and 4, or 4 and 6 and 1. Let's do that. What else do I know? These are going to be a 2, 5 for the column, so I can go ahead and make this one a 5 and this one a 2 because of this. Because of Sudoku, I'll go ahead and fill in what these are just to make it easy. Nice. I knew it. We have our 15 here. We still need everything except for 6. Actually, because of roping in 6x6 puzzles, whatever digits go here, I know they're going to go here. And so I need a 6 down here, but I can't put a 6 in this cage, so I'm going to put a 6 here. One of these will definitely be a 1, and then whichever digit goes here. I'm going to have a 2 and a 3 up here for sure. 3 can't go in this cage again, so 3 is going to go over here. That's actually some interesting geometry. 3 will go here for sure, so then I need 2 cells that sum to 10. Like 3, 4, and 6. I can't use a 6 at all, actually, so I won't do 3, 4, and 6. Wait, no, sorry, I have a 3, so I need 2 cells that sum to 7. So I could do 1 and 6, but I can't use a 6 at all. I could do 2 and 5. I can't do 3 and 4. So this is gonna have to be 3, 2, 5. Since I can't use a 6 at all. One of these is definitely a 3, so this is not a 3, and this is not a 2, so this is a 5. So these are not 5. This is a 2, 3, which is cool, meaning 4, 5 goes here. This cell does. This is going to be a 4, 5, and a 1. This can't be a 5. That's okay. We're grooving. One of these is a 1, and one of these is a 3. This is a 2, 4, 6. I'm going to keep penciling. and eventually I'll see something. Oh, this is a 1, 4, 5, this is a 3, this is a 2. So this is not a 2. And this is a 1, and this is a 2. 3, 6, and a 5. So 5 is gonna go here. This is a 3, 6. This is a 1, 4, and a 3, 6. Let's look here. If this is a 5, I don't want this to be a 6. Let's make it a 3. And then this is gonna be a 1 to get the 9 cage. Very cool. This is 6, this is 3. If this is 1, then this is 4. So these are not 4. So this is 5, and this is 1. If this is 3, then this is 2, and this is 3. So this is 1, and this is 3. This also becomes a 2, 4 down here, but it sees a 2. So this is a 4. And this is a 2, so this is not a 2. This is a 4, so this is a 6, and this is a 4. So this is a 6. This is a 5, and this is a 4, and this is a 5. Woo! Nice. Nice. Very cool. Oh my gosh, wait, we gotta switch already. Oh, I didn't ping in Mr. server that I was working on this. Oh, I should do that. Hold on. That's important. I used to have a button on my stream deck where I could click and the number would go up, but is there a link for this? Yes, it's pinned up above. There's like a help page with, there's a link for, there is available the whole puzzle all in one go, but it makes my computer lag when I try to stream it and have a bunch of colors and stuff. Are you fine with Juggler making a puzzle with your rule interpretation? Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, definitely. As long as I get to solve it. As long as I have permission to solve it. Yeah, that sounds cool though. That's funny. Memester server. Da 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 da. Ping. Oh my gosh, I was the last one to ping. I'm so behind. This was so long ago. More progress. Ping me. No permissions, you'll just have to dream it. Cool. Da, 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 da. That was so quick. How did this progress so quickly? Why are the center marks bouncing? Are they? I'm all tapped right now. Do I have center marks? What do you mean? They shifted up and down when you put in digits. Oh. Oh, I didn't even realize. I'll have to pay attention. There was some weird shifting when I did the other one, Saturnalia, that we did before. You're cool. Boom, roasted. Damn, got me. DB Fried, hello, hello. All right. Oh, we should probably start by reading rules before anything. Normal 6x6 Sudoku rules apply. Slow thermometers. Digits must not decrease along the thermometer, starting from the bulb end. Ooh. So, slow thermometers, we could have repeating digits. Like this could be a 1, and this could be a 2, and this could also be a 2. As long as they don't decrease. I haven't heard that wording before. Neat. Just because of Sudoku, this is going to be a 3, 4. I'm curious what makes them shift. I don't know. I need my little red lines so I don't look at the previous puzzle to try to say that this is a 4, so this has to be a 3. Let's see. How many times can I repeat digits? If this is a 1, this has to go to a 2. But this could be another 2, and this could be another 2. This could be as low as a 3. Wow. Okay. Putting in big digits that made them do it? Ooh. So I could have 1, 2, 2, 2, 3. That might ruin other things, but it's an option right now. Well, this can't be a 1, actually. Let's start there. This could be a 2, and this could be a 3, 3. Ah, okay. So this 3, 4 sees this cell. Okay, so if this can't be a 1, 2 is the lowest this could be. And then this could be a 3, and this could be a 3. But then this can't be a 3 or a 4, so this would be a 5 at the lowest. And then this could stay the same. This is going to be a 5, 6, and this is going to be a 5, 6. um, which is neat. Maybe this one also, like this can't be a 1, but this could be 2, 3, 4. I always have a tough time thinking about multiple thermometers at the same time. Like, clearly, if this is a 2 and this is a 3, then I can't use 2 and 3 here. But, it's hard for me to visualize that without pencil marking to all heck. In box 6, we have a 1. 1 can't go here. And we need a 1 in this box. It can't go in this part of the thermometer, even though we have slow thermometers, because we would have to have different digits, so this would have to be a 1. Um... What if this is another one? Possible. But then this would have to jump up to a 2, which it can't be, so then this is a 3 at the lowest, and this is a 4 at the lowest. I'm gonna go ahead and pencil mark that. Actually, okay, so what if this is not a 2? It can't be a 3 or a 4, so I would jump up to 5. I would have to go 5, 6, 6, which doesn't work. This has to be a 2. There you go. I need a 1 up here, and it can't go here, so this is a 1, and this is gonna be another 5, 6. Um, which does some interesting stuff here. Stop. Because it sees 2. Wino 1 in row 4, column 3. Okay, this is what I had. Wino 1 in row 4, column 3. Oh, because, slow thermometers make me forget how these work. That's why. This still needs to be a 1, but this could be a 1. Okay. Um... It's either a 1 or a 2, though. I think I feel fine saying that. If I can't use 3, 4, I don't want to go up to 5. So this is either a 1 or a 2. We'll say that. This is also 1, 2, 5, 6. That's cool. I think what I pencil marked here still makes sense, though. This could go 1, 1. So this would be a 2 at the lowest because it has to be different than this, but it sees a 2. So this is a 3, 4, 5, and it has to be different than this one, which is a 4, 5, 6. That's still fine. 6 in box 6 is also placed, maybe. Yeah, we wouldn't want a 6 at the beginning of the thermometer, so this is going to be a 6. Let's see. I need a 5 up here. And I need a 2 down here. Thermos, man. Thermos. Oh my golly. Okay, whoops. 1, 2 pair. In column 3. Okay. I need another 1, 2, and another 5, 6. Oh yeah, I had this penciled as 5, 6 before when I placed the digit here. And I said that was gonna do some weird things. 1, 2, though. Well, this couldn't be a 1, so 1 either goes here or here. If this was a 2, it would mean that this is a 1, which it can't be. So yeah, this is a 5, 6, and this is a 1, 2. Are 5 and 6 both still possible here? This could go 6, 6. And this could go 5, 5. This could go 5, 5. What if this went 5, 6? This would be broken. So this is the same digit. Well, I'll look at it this way. If this goes 5, 5, this is a 6. If this goes 6, 6, this is a 5. But if this goes 5, 6, this is broken. So these are the same. This needs to be bigger or equal to this. So this is going to end up being the same also. That does look like a 4, 5, 6 triple. So I'm stuck with 1, 2, 3, but I don't have 1, 2, 3 that sees those yet. So I'm cool with that. I can pencil mark this. Slow thermometers, slow thermometers, slow thermometers. We can have repeat digits. Except this won't repeat. This won't repeat because I already have red in this column. So Maurog, hello, hello. Also a 5-6 double. Good call, good call. This is a 4 because of this. So this can't be a 4 because even though it's a slow thermometer, I do still have to follow Sudoku rules. And I can't decrease. This can't go down. This can't go up to a 5, I should say. So this has to be a 3. This is still fine, but this ends up being a 5-6. Specifically, this is the red 5-6, and this is the orange 5-6. Because it sees this. 1 or 2 is still fine. Slow thermometers, slow thermometers, slow thermometers, slow thermometers. This is a thermometer though, so red is less than orange. This has to be a 5, this has to be 6, this has to be 6, this has to be 5, this has to be 5, this has to be 6. Cool. Colors do make it lag, so I'm gonna erase them. What else is on a thermometer? This is on a thermometer, but 1 or 2 is still fine. I have lots of 5-6 up here. This is a 1-2-3, but I don't know anything vertically yet. This is also a 1-2-3. I need a 4 here. Not on a thermometer. I need a 2 down here. Let's look at this. This could repeat, but because of this 5 up here, it won't. So this is going to be a 4 at most. This could also be a 4 at most, and then this could be a 3 at most. But this sees a 1, this could be a 2, this could go down to a 3. Am I doing slow thermometers correctly? This can't be a 1, so it's a 2 at the lowest, and then 3. This could repeat to be another 3. I think shading for 3-4s might be fun. This is gonna be a 2-3-4, but it can't be. It's just a 2-4. 5 in box 4. Okay, 5 can't go here. 5 needs to go here or here. If this was a 5, this would have to be a 6 because I do still have to follow Sudoku rules. So this is a 5. Is she doing slow thermometer slowly? Am I doing the slow thermometer slow enough? This could be another 5. I actually kind of want it to. But this has to be a different digit, so this is gonna be a 2-3-4. Cool. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do I have all my 5s and 6s? I think I do. Yes. Okay, all my 5s and 6s are good. I have a couple 1s at the bottom down here, and then I have 1s here. This is a 1, 2, 3, 4. What can I do here? These have to be different digits. This is going to be a 2, 3, 4, and this is going to be a 1, 2, 3 for the column. However, this sees a 3, which is right in the middle. This could still go 3, 4. This could still go 1, 2, or 2, 4. 2, 4 would break this. Ooh, that's interesting. 3, 4 also breaks this. I don't want this to be a 3 because this would have to go 3, 4 and this is broken. We'll start there. I don't want this to be a 2 because then this would go 2, 4 and this would be broken. So this is going to be a 1. Also 2, 4 pair means this has to be a 3. Scrolling the rules that bounces or something. There is something about clicking on different puzzles makes something move. I don't remember exactly. This becomes a 4 because of Sudoku. This is a 6 because of Sudoku. This is a 3, so this is a 2, so this is not a 2. This becomes a 4, so this becomes a 2, which is a good thermometer. This is fun. This needs to be a 3, so this is going to be a 4, so this is going to be a 3, this is going to be a 4. I did see it, the bouncing there for a minute, but then I kind of just blocked it out of my head and forgot to pay attention to it. This is, oh yeah, see, it just moved because I clicked on a new puzzle. Yep. Whenever I click in the corners, because that's a different puzzle. Yep. What do we have here? We need a 3 and a 4 here. So this is a 4, so this is a 4, and this is a 3. This is going to be a 1 and a 2. This becomes a 3 and a 2. We don't have solution check at the end of each puzzle, but the digits you entered are correct. Nice. GG, cute puzzle. We're up to number 67. Coffee break. Ooh. Make it look air. Whoops. I want to be able to read everything at once. Thank you. Normal 6x6 Sudoku rules apply. If you've made it this far and you haven't heard how 6x6 Sudoku works, we have a 6x6 grid, so we're using the numbers 1 through 6, once each in every box, once each in every row, and once each in every column. We'll have to figure out where those digits go. The numbering is wrong on the columns. I don't know why. 255, we're actually only on 67. I don't know where that number came from. If you look at the whole puzzle all at once, the numbers are correct, but I'm doing it like column by column, and so the numbers are off. I'm not sure. We have German whispers lines. Adjacent digits along the green lines must have a difference of at least 3. It's been a long time, I think. I probably said this exact sentence recently, since I did German whispers on a 6x6 puzzle. So difference of 3. Okay. Okay, difference of 3. We'll think about that later. Kropke dots. Digits separated by a white dot are consecutive. Digits separated by a black dot have a 1-2 ratio. Not all dots are necessarily given. So these are going to be consecutive numbers. And these are going to be 1-2 ratio, like 1 and 2 and 2 and 4, or 3 and 6, or 51 and 102. Look air. Shade some cells such that all connected regions of shaded cells form squares. Okay, shade some cells such that all connected regions of shaded cells form squares. 2 squares of the same size may not have a direct view of one another. For example, have a straight line of unshaded cells in between them. May not have a direct view of one another, have a straight line of unshaded cells between them. Like, if this was a square and this was a square, that'd be broken because unshaded line here. And this would also be broken because this is a straight line. But this would be fine, I think. This being shaded and this being shaded because there isn't a straight line between these. I think. So 2 squares of the same size may not have a direct view of one another, but may be in the same row or column if obstructed by other shaded cells. Is the grid big enough to have this many shaded boxes? Oh my gosh. The digit in a hexagon represents the number of shaded cells in the plus shape that is created by the cell itself and its 4 orthogonal neighbors. Okay. The number of shaded cells. So this digit is the number of shaded cells in here. This digit is the number of shaded cells in here. Okay. Let's start with that maybe. Okay, so we have a given 1, so there's only 1 shaded cell in here. Look air. I've never done this before. So the shaded cells form squares. 2 squares the same size may not have a direct view of one another. Maybe I'll run into an issue that explains it more or something. Okay, just to start, this is going to be a 5-6. And I cannot use the 5-6 from the previous puzzle to tell me about this. 3 on a dot has to go next to a 6, so we just get that. This is going to be a 3 or a 5, but it sees a 3, so this is a 5. This is going to have to be a 1 or a 4, but it sees a 1, so this is a 4. Okay. I like this. It's an interesting puzzle genre. It's been in Gap a few times if you want to try a simple example one first. Do you think I'll need it? Oh no. I get notifications about the approachable Sudoku, but I don't have notifications on for the pencil puzzles. Maybe I should. Nah, you'll be fine. Okay, cool. We have more dots. This looks like, well, this because of the column, I'm gonna have 1, 2, 6. So this is gonna be a 1 and a 2, and this is gonna be a 6. This, oh, okay, so here you go. This plus shape, I only have 4 options, so this has to be shaded. And then this is the one shaded for this one. There you go. Okay, so I need a square from this, though. Does that mean I'd have to go like this? Or maybe... This is definitely shaded. We'll start there. I also have this, which is a difference of 3. So this will have to be a 1, 2, 3. It sees a 2. What kind of happens with 6x6 German Whispers? 3 has to go next to 6. 4 has to go next to 1. Other digits have options. If this is a low digit, this will have to be a 4, 5, 6. But it can't be a 4 or a 5, so this is another 6. And then this will have to be a 1, 2, 3, but it sees a 1, 3, so it's a 2. Okay. This is also a 1, 3 because of Sudoku. 2 of these are shaded. 1 or 3 of these is shaded. Okay, is it possible to have 2 shaded cells where only... Yes, if I shade these 2, and then I don't shade any of these, this could be a 1. It is an option for this to be a 1 right now. Okay, cool. This is still a 1 or a 3. I'm happy with that. App is great. Definitely recommended. It's 1 then because 4 or 5 sees that row. I don't remember what that was about. I'm sorry. Trying to make that shaded region square. It's at least 3 high, so must be at least 3 wide. Okay, I was kind of thinking it could be cut off by the side of the puzzle, but that wouldn't really make sense. If it has to be at least 3 wide, that makes sense to me. And is it fair to say this all has to be shaded as well? I mean, if anything, it's just gonna get bigger, so... These are really big squares for this tiny puzzle. Yeah. Can you ever shade row 6, column 6, though? Ooh. Oh, because of the square thing? Okay. Could we shade this? If this was shaded, and then another one of these is shaded. Oh, ooh, that's neat. So if I shaded these 2 cells, like I mentioned, for this to be a 1, well, now I also have to shade these in order for a square to happen, and then this 2 is incorrect. Ooh. And same thing if I go these 2. Then in order for the square to happen, I would have to shade these as well, and the 2 is broken. So how does that work? I would have to shade... I need to remember this isn't surrounding cells, it's just plus sign. So it's just plus sign, it's not surrounding cells. What if I did these 2 then? Well, I have these 3 to choose from with this number 2. I can't do these 2 because that's busted. I can't do these 2 because this is busted, so I think I have to do these 2. This is a square. This is a square. And this also could be shaded in the future and not affect this too. And that's fine because this isn't surrounding cells. It's plus sign. Okay. Plus sign, plus sign, plus sign. Okay. Now, this is a 1 right now. It could go up to 3 just because of, like, I could shade these. I don't want to shade this. How do I get squares? This could be an individual square. This square does not work, I think, because it would see that... I didn't entirely understand the seeing stuff. 2 squares of the same size may not have a direct view of one another. Okay, so this shape and this being a square is fine because these see each other with the air here. I'm trying to use the words. These see with each other with the air, but this is not the same size, so that's okay. And these are fine because these don't see each other in a straight line. Okay. I think I'm cool with that. That's not a square size reason if I say that, yeah. So is row 6, column 6 shaded? I said no. Is that not right? I think it has to be this too, so I don't think so. But you asked again. I don't see how it would be. Oh, I see. Mark it as unshaded. Okay, let's do orange for not shaded. I see what you're saying. I get you. Um, mark it as unshaded. This where I also don't think I'd want it to be shaded because if I did shade it, which makes sense for this plus sign, it's still allowed, but I don't see a way I could get a square happening here now. I would have to shade this, so let's not shade this either. Now there's no way that this could go up to 3 because I only have one more available square. So this is going to be a 1 and this is going to be a 3. What is this? A 4, 5. Just because of Sudoku. Oh, is there anything about the digits in the squares? I don't think so, right? It's just shading. The hexagon is important for the shading. Okay. Cool. Now, this already has 1, so I also want to say these are unshaded. So this would have to also be unshaded because of this square. If I added this to be pink, that would be broken, etc., etc. There's no way I want this to extend this way either. Then I get rectangles, which are lame. I think this could still be shaded because I could have a square like this. Ooh, what's this number? This so far is at least a 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hexagons can only ever go up to 5. That would have been a good thing to think about. Oh, also this is unshaded. So this is a 3, 4, 5, but it sees a 4 and a 5, so it has to be 3, which means I'm not shading these, which kind of, I just started thinking about like the garage for the ghasts, the friendly ghasts in Minecraft, making it so it can't move. Just putting like simple little box here. That's funny. It also means I don't want this to expand in these directions now. So I want this to be unshaded and this to be unshaded. I believe. Cute. We're blocking in the ghast. I need a 6 in this box, but I can't go here, so let's put a 6. Oh, I also have dots to work with, which is cool. This needs a 6 in the row, but I can't put a 6 here because I've already used a 5, and I can't put a 6 here, so this is a 6. This is something from 1, 2, 3. This can't be a 3, and this can't be a 3, so this is a 3. Cool. What is this? 3, 4, 5 are my options here. This can't be a 3. But this could be a 3 and this could be a 4. That's okay. What else do I know? What is... Oh, this can't be shaded because it would have to be an individual one cell square and it would see this one. So this can't be shaded. It may be in the same row or column if obstructed by other shaded cells, which is interesting because... Actually, I don't know if that's gonna happen. Okay. Row 1, column 6 has a clue. Okay, I was thinking we need to look at hexagons next because I don't know where else to go from here. This is a 3, 4, 5 because of the column. Oh, but because of the plus sign, it can only go up to 3. So the only digit that works is a 3. Meaning all of these are shaded, which means for the square to work, this also has to be shaded. But since this is not shaded, I can't expand. So this is also unshaded. This is at least a 1. It could be 2 from here. This is going to be a 1, 2. Consecutively, this is also a 1, 2 because I can't use a 3. Looking like a look air professional right now. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Being a quick learner comes in handy, maybe? Picked up on it quick? Rockrat Zero got a daily. McCrarian said hydrate. I probably should. Listen, I'm on a roll filling in numbers. I can't be interrupted with hydration. That's not cool. I have some Sudoku, and this dot is probably gonna help me. Oh, this hexagon is good because I have these 3 filled in and I made a square, which is cool. This hexagon is at least a 1. It won't be a 0. And it could go up to 2. I think I could have an individual square here. Not sure yet. We'll find out. Okay, this column, I need a 5 still, and I can't put a 5 on this dot, so this is going to be a 5. Meaning I have a 1, 2, and 4 for the column. This definitely has a 2 on it no matter what, so this will be a 1 and this will be a 2. Meaning this can't be a 2 or a 1, so it's a 4 and this is a 2. So this is a 1 and this is a 2. What else do I get? This is a 4, so this is a 5, and this is a 4. So this is a 5. Also, this becomes a 4. This is a 6, I think, which is consecutive with a 5, which is cool. I need a 1, 2, 3 down here because of this, but this is a 3, so let's make this a 3 and this a 1, 2. Oh yeah, this is a 2, so this is a 1. And this is a 2, and this is a 1, which is cool. This is all cool. Oh, this one went underneath the shading. This because of Sudoku. Sudoku's... Nope, I don't want to do Sudoku. I want to do the shading. This is a 2 in the hexagon, so this is going to be shaded. And then I don't want this to be shaded with it because I would have to make a bigger square, so that's not gonna work. And it sounds like I need this to also be unshaded because it would see this one. Very neat. I need a 4 and a 5 here still. This is a 5, so this is a 4, and this is a 5. Check. Digits you entered are correct. Let's go. Let's go. Always has a 2. Nice. Look, air badge achieved. McCrarian said, I will cause interruptions at mass scale. Oh, okay. that seems good. Thank you. Thank you. Yay! Oh my gosh, we're up to 68 now. Woo! Next we have Not My Vault. Kinosidon. Oh, I'm like learning a bunch of new names. I haven't heard of some of these people before. Nice. Normal 6x6 Sudoku rules apply. Vaults. Digits in a cage may not appear in any cell orthogonally adjacent to the cage. Digits may repeat within a cage. Oh, I think I've done these like once before. Digits are allowed to repeat in cages, but digits in a cage cannot appear in any cell orthogonally adjacent to the cage. So, if this was a 1, orthogonally adjacent to the cage means even though this doesn't see each other because of Sudoku, I can't put a 1 here either because this cell is orthogonally adjacent to this cage. I also can't put a 1 here. Okay. Look and say. Oh, wow. The digits x, y in the top left of a cage counts the digit y appearing x times. The clue either refers to digits within the cage or digits orthogonally adjacent to the cage. Oh no, wait, we were talking about something similar recently. It either refers to digits within the cage or digits orthogonally adjacent to the cage. Wow. For example, a clue of 2, 4 means that there are either exactly 2 4s in the cage or exactly 2 4s orthogonally adjacent to the cage. Oh my gosh. The help page says this is 67, not 68. Ooh. Oh, you know what? Actually, yeah. I was looking at the number of the row in the Google Sheet, but row 1 is the labels for the columns. Classic. You're right, this is 67. Nice. Good catch. Da, 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 da. Kathy Champ, bless the run. Daily! Hello, Christopher. My puzzle's only 2 grades away? Sweet! Got here just in time. Yeah, why don't they have row 0? Come on. Cool. Okay. Well, I want to start with my little red line. So 2, 4, 2, 5. Okay. Will I have 1, 5 orthogonally adjacent to this cage so far? Oh, okay. Well, this one is a good starting place because it either means 2 5s inside or 2 5s outside, and there's no way I could have 2 5s inside. This only exists in one singular column. So I have to have 2 5s outside. Meaning for one, I need another 5, but I can only have one more 5. Okay, so the other 5 cannot go here, 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 or here. The other 5 will have to go here somewhere. Okay. Non-programmers SMH my head. 5 is adjacent to it, so it can't contain any 5s by default. Oh, you know, I totally forgot about that part. Oh my gosh, yeah. Wow. Oh, that's tough. So because there's a 5 outside, I can't put 5s in here at all. Okay. I want to get rid of this shading. Um, so I can't put 5 in here at all. I do need 5 in this column. Um, it can't go here because of Sudoku. It can't go in this cage because of the 5 outside of the cage. I do need another 5 adjacent. It could be this one. Or I could have a 5 up here. The other options were over here, I think, so putting a 5 here is fine. It wouldn't break this. Okay, wow. What is this? This is a 1-4. Whoa. What else do I want to do? These cages that aren't labeled, these 2 cells are not going to go in here. These 2 cells are not going to go in here. Some stuff like that. It's only because it's worth remembering. Um, it also means that I definitely have a 5 orthogonally adjacent here, so there won't be a 5 inside here, but that's fine. That's already Sudoku. If I were to put a 5 here, it means that I can't put a 5 in here. 5s are kind of my... Maybe I'm going to think about other 5s in the grid. Like, I need a 5 down here. If I put a 5... I don't know. Well, this is 2-4. I could have 2 4s here. And then a 4 down here. That's probably fine. Or 2 4s around here. Ooh, I might need to think a bit more. I'm not sure what entirely is being told to me here. There's something interesting about the square cages. Okay. They are all within the same region. So they're 4 different numbers. They're 4 different numbers that also can't appear here. So these are going to be the same numbers, right? I was so close to getting that, I think. I was looking at it the other way. Okay. So these 2 numbers are the same as these 2 numbers. So these 4 numbers are the same as these 4 numbers just because of how that works. How do I get digits? It's gotta be this 2-4. There is another cage. Okay. Okay, yeah, so there is another one of these. So these 2 digits are the same as these 2 digits. So if I have a 5 here for sure, I know I need another 5 here and it can't go here. So this is a 5. Um, this is a 1-3-4. Whatever digit goes here is going to go here. So it's not a 3. Which means I need a 3 in here. And then a 3 will go up here. We're learning things. If this is the 5, and I also can't put a 5 in here, would that be bad? I don't think so. I just put a 5 down here, and that ends up being fine for Sudoku. Okay. Half-Ice Puzzle isn't too far away either. What else do I know? This digit is going to be this digit. 1-4. Okay, this cannot be a 3, 1, or 4 with the 5. So it's a 5, 2, 6. Never mind. I don't know where I was going with that. It's just that one of these goes here. Okay, maybe I want to look here. 2, 4. If they're inside, it's going to be these two. Does stuff break if these are both a 4? It would mean that a 4 goes here, which works for what I said about these 4 digits being the same as these 4 digits. Orthogonally adjacent. Huh, what do I know? These 3 digits. Oh, well, I could do some stuff like, where does this digit go in this box? This digit can't go here because of Sudoku. It can't go orthogonally adjacent to the cage. I still have 2 options. This digit is going to be one of these. Never mind. I was thinking I was on to something. Well, if this digit is not the same. So, okay, if this digit does not go here and it ends up going here, then where does it go in this box? It can't go here because of Sudoku, and it can't go here because of Sudoku. So it would be stuck going here, but that breaks the vault rules. Okay, what do I do with that? These two are the same. It could be a 4 for the 2 4. It might not. But there's something. Kathy Champ. It was Malrog's dog. I remember hearing there was a dog that set a puzzle. Connections happening. Think about row 5, column 4 in box 4. Okay. Row 5, column 4 in box 4. Okay, yeah, so kind of the same thinking. Where does this digit, whatever it is, I'm gonna use green for this. Whatever this digit is, where does it go in here? Can't go here because of Sudoku. Can't go next to the cage because of the vault rules. So it's gonna end up going here because it's not a 5. Is it different than blue? I don't know if it's different than blue. But it definitely goes here, and then it's definitely one of these. Blue is definitely one of these. I don't know if they're different. They might all be the same. If it's 4, that could happen. We have greens and blues. They might be the same. This fly is going to drive me nuts. I need Luna to come in here and catch it. 1 4 in box 4 is mildly interesting. There's more than just Malrog's dog. There's also 2 cats of Meme and Clover's cat. What? That does mean blue is in the bottom cage. Or sorry, here. What does that tell me? I know that these numbers won't go here, but that's fine because I didn't want it to anyways. Um, these are 4 different numbers that go here. Flies, they've been annoying all day. Luckily, I don't have mosquitoes inside. I would probably die. People say that like flies only live for like 2 or 3 days or whatever. I swear that's not true and that they have personalities and that they will fly right at your face for 2 weeks straight. They definitely this is the same fly. It has to be. There's no way they only live for 3 days. Um Focus. Top right cage has 1 and 4 in it. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And okay, what does that tell me? If 1 and 4 are both in here, it means that 1 and 4 doesn't go here. That's fine. Oh, so 1 and 4, both 1 and 4 in here. They cannot go here, and they're going to be in this cage, so they can't go here. So whatever this is going to go here. This is going to be a 1 4. So this is going to be pink, which is definitely different than green. Still don't know about blue. So this is a 3 1 4. I already knew that. Cool. I'm trying to think like maybe stuff like I mean I could have pink and green here, or there could be an overlap with blue. Stuff like this digit needs to go in this box somewhere. It's not these. I was thinking about that backwards. But it won't be this one, so this cell is gonna be one of these. One of these would be one of these. Okay. One and four definitely go up here. Green needs to go up here, but it can't go here because of this vault. Oh, this five narrowed down where fives can go outside, right? Not this one. Five can't go here. I have one. Can't go here anymore. Can't go here. Can't go here. My second five needs to go here or here. Okay. Um, this cell is inside this vault and also outside this vault. So this cell can't go here. That's not a good deduction. Alex got a daily. I think we can know what row 3, column 3 is. That's interesting. Okay. This digit, it's not a 5. Um, this digit goes in this box somewhere. Because it can't go here. This digit is one of these. And it can't be this one. Ooh, okay. Nice. This digit needs to be one of these because of Sudoku, but it can't be this cell because this cell is an outside adjacent to the inside of this, so they can't be the same. So this digit ends up being one of these. But this is outside adjacent to this cage where it can't be green, so this needs to be pink. So pink and blue are different. Meaning pink goes up here. It's not pink. I'm wrong. I don't like Vault. Fair. Um, let's see. Green is gonna be one of these. I think green can still be blue. I'm not against it. Um, let's see. I keep trying to like make a total of 24 in here. I still need the other 5 out here. What if the 2, 4 is inside? It would have to be these. These would be green. Do things break if these are both green? It would mean this is green. So this would be green. I really don't see an issue with that. Can I get 2 4s outside this? Maybe I should think about that. I know even more about row 3, column 3? No way. Three cell total for 2, 24 to 79, of course. Okay, I was kind of looking at could I get 2 4s outside, but this can't be a 4 because of this, and this can't be a 4, and this can't be a 4. But I mean, I could. One of these would be a 4, and this would definitely be a 4. It'd be green. That'd be fine, I think. I know more about this. Not only is it pink, it's a 1-4. Oh, well, whether or not these are 4 or these are 4, either way, the C is a 4, doesn't it? Oh, it has to be a 1. Time to visit La Familia. Enjoy your fun number rules. Have a good one, McCrarian. I think this has to be a 1 because it sees 4 no matter what. That's nifty. That's really cool. Whoops, that's a 4. So Now what do I do with that? Well, I still don't know. I know for sure that green goes here or here. 4 is either this or this. There's no way that 4 goes here. I could do stuff like that. There's no way that 4 goes here. These are the same as these. This cell in relation to all of this is interesting. This cell is just gonna be in here. 1 needs to be in here. 1 is one of these. Okay, wait, I know digits now. So in this box, I need a 1. 1 can't go here because of Sudoku. 1 also can't be orthogonally adjacent. Oh, I still have so many options, though. What about a 1 up here? I already know it's all the way over here. 1 is in here, so it means 1 also doesn't go here. This digit is going to be over here. This digit. I could get rid of green and pink. Oh, like my shading for it? Oh, I still have all of this. If it starts lagging, I'll get rid of that, but... There is also row 5, column 3 is limited slightly. Oh no, there's an ad. Okay, pausing. I'll BRB. We're gonna look at row 5, column 3 when I come back. Pause. All right, I highlighted this cell red so I'd remember to look at it. Um, we have okay, row 5, column 3. What do I know about this? Um, this can't be a 4, 5, 6. It has to be a 2 or a 3 because of Sudoku. And so this 2, 3 would also go here. Okay. Hmm. Oh, but the vault, it also kind of sees a 3 because I have a 3 in here for sure. Oh, nice. So this is a 2. Meaning 2 definitely goes here. Meaning I definitely have a 1 and a 3 in here, up here specifically. So this can't be a 1 or a 3. Ah, I need a 3 in this box. I can't have 3 in these two cells because 3 is inside this vault, and I also can't have a 3 here because that would be adjacent to this. So 3 goes up here somewhere, meaning this is not a 3, this is a 3. Ooh. This becomes a 2, 6. Um, but 2 is outside, so this has to be a 6 and this has to be a 2. This becomes a 2, 5, which is fine. Okay. I could go ahead and pencil each of these. What else? What else? I have a 4, 5, 6 down here. Um, this digit goes here, which means this one's not a 4 because 4 can't go here. So this is going to be a 5, 6. 4 goes in here for sure. Follow the 2s into box 3. Kind of got there. This is a 3, 4, which means 3 goes here. Oh, I could do something with that. 2 goes here. Let's, this is just a 5, 6. This is definitely a 2 and then a 5, 6. A lot of penciling. This is a 3, 4. I don't know if I know about these yet. These are the same. It's also a 3, 4. These are also the same. I need a 3 here. Yeah, that's fine. Penciling in a vault puzzle? No way. Um, okay. These digits need to go in this box and can't go here. That's great, Kathy. Oh, this is a 6, so this is a 5. There, okay, vault rules. This is a 6, so this is a 5. This can't be a 5. Um, so this is a 6. This is a 2, 6. This is gonna be a 4, 5. Meaning I definitely have a 4 up here. Look at that. This is the same 3 or 4. Oh, now the 2, 5 comes into play. I have 2 5s, and I already have 2 5s adjacent, so I need this to be a 2 and this to be a 5. Because I can't have a third one. Okay. 2 4s. It's either this or this. So there's no way that this is a 3 or a 4. But I already know that because of Sudoku. That doesn't... Okay. Maybe I could think about... Nope, just kidding. What is this? This is 1, 2, 3. This is a 4, 6. And this is a 3, 1. Okay. This shape of the adjacent stuff has got to be something. Nope, I'm not sure. Is there basic Sudoku? That'd be really funny. That happens a lot. Hmm. Row 1, column 3 equals row 3, column 1. No. Sorry, row 1, column 3. These two equal. Yeah, these are the same. Am I missing something by not shading this? 3 and 4 can't go here, 3 and 4 can't go here. These are the same, so I mean I won't have orange and blue in here. Orange goes here, and blue goes here. Orange goes here, and blue goes here. So, like, they're gonna be diagonal from each other. So 1 and 6 will be diagonal from each other, meaning 1 and 6 are diagonal from each other over here. 1 can't go here, but 1 could still go here. Devil Kid got a daily. Hello, hello. Row 2, column 2 can't be 1 or 2 either. Okay, this sees a 1 because of the vault and a 2 because of Sudoku. 3, 4, so this is a 5, 6. 5 has to go here or here because of this. 2 has to go up here. I haven't looked at this one, but these are kind of set. I just have Sudoku now. I don't have... Hmm. 1 goes somewhere here. 2 needs to go up here. 3 and 4 won't go here at all. 5 and 6. 5 is going to go here. 6 can kind of go anywhere. One of these is orange. Orange is one of these. Is there anything over here that is adjacent in a bad way? Blue and orange go down here, but that's not adjacent to this. Blue and orange are both in here. If orange is 3, what does that do to ones? Okay. If this is 3, there's a 1 here. That would mean this is 3, so this is 1. So 1 would go here. Oh, and then this would be broken because this would be a 3 and this would be a 1. Ooh, the 1-3s are handy. If I would have kept going with shading, this would be... I can't have 1s here because then that sees all 3 of these. Cool, cool. That was if orange is 3, so orange needs to be 4. This needs to be 3. This needs to be 3. This needs to be 4. This needs to be a 1 and a 3 and a 5 and a 4. This needs to be a 1 and a 3 and a 6 and a 4. So now 1 needs to go in here somewhere. Can't go here, can't go here or here, so this is a 1. What else did we get? This is a 5, 6. This is also a 5, 6, but this one... Nope. Nope, I did something wrong. No, that's fine. This is a 5, 6, but it sees a 5, so it becomes a 6, and this becomes a 2. This becomes a 6, and this becomes a 5, and then this becomes a 2. Check! Okay, I do have to get rid of the colors. It's starting to lag a bit. I'll get rid of the orange, get rid of the pink, get rid of the blue, get rid of the... There's white in here somewhere. Yeah, there is. Uh-oh. How do you do that? There you go. Okay, nice. Oh my gosh, that was tough. Good spot. Matthew got a daily. Hello, hello. Wait, lost your streak because of mobile Twitch? No. That has happened to me before. That's, mobile Twitch is butt. Nice. Weird Bad Spots by Rockrat Zero. Look at that. Nice. Normal 6x6 Sudoku rules apply. Kropki dots. Digits separated by a white dot are consecutive. Digits separated by a black dot have a 1:2 ratio. Not all dots are necessarily given. We also have little killers. Numbers outside the grid are the sum of the digits pointed to along the indicated diagonal. I think we're missing some digits. Within the 6x6, digits are allowed to repeat along those diagonals as normally allowed by the other rules. The values of the clues abide by the Kropki dots rules and must be deduced by the solver. Ooh! So this number is going to be consecutive with this and consecutive with this, and then also be the total of these three, which is a 1:2 ratio with this and a 1:2 ratio with this and consecutive with this, which is the total of these digits. Wow. Wow. Cool, cool. Let's start with this. This is going to be a 2-5. So consecutive with the 2-5. What is a total option here? Well, gosh, could this go up to 10? Sorry, this is a consecutive, not a black Kropki. Never mind. I was thinking like I could have a 1:2 ratio of 5 and 10 out here. Probably not. This is just consecutive. The biggest number I can use here is 6. Okay. Total here. I mean, if this is a 2 and this is a 1, and then this is another 1, I could have a really low digit also. I don't need to have a large digit here. Also consecutive with this and consecutive with this, but this is a 1:2 ratio. This and this are just the same number. Okay. Which is neat. Not so low that you don't know row 6, column 3, though. Ooh. If this is 2, the biggest this could be is 3, which I would have to do 1, 1, 1 or have some zeros or something. Ah, that makes sense. So this is either a 4 or a 6. 4 is possible if I do 1, 2, 1. 6 is possible with like a 1, 2, 3 or a other options. 1, 1, 4. Okay. This needs to be a 2, 3, 6. Maybe this could be a 2. This could go 4, 3, 2. Just because of the dots. I haven't looked at anything else yet. I don't want this to be a 2 because I kind of also have a black Kropki here. If I wanted to look at numbers. There's nothing to go with the 2 here. So I don't want this to be a 2. It looks like this is going to be a 3, 6. And this also won't be a 2, so this will be a 2. Looks good to me. This will be the same digit. I need to get consecutive options here. I don't have to follow Sudoku rules outside the grid. I could go 6, 5, 6. I could if I wanted to. Ooh, okay. What else do I know? This digit needs to be consecutive between both of these. Is there any way to get from 4 to 3? No. These are going to be the same parity. This has to be even. This is going to be odd, and this is going to be even no matter what. I could think about it that way. But this could still be a 6. I could go 6, 5, 6. Follow parity. Nice. Okay, so this is done. This is the total of this and this. My options here are 1, 4, 5. So just because of the total, this would either be a 4, 7, or 8, but I need to have an odd number here. So this is going to be 7. Whoops, I'm on colors. This is going to be 7, meaning this is a 4. I don't want this to be a 4, I want this to be 6. So if this is already 2, I need these to sum to 4. What is this? A 1 and a 5? I don't want this to be a 5. I want this to be a 1 and this to be a 5. So in order to get 6, I need to have a 3 here. Very nice. Very cool. Now, outside the grid, I could have 1.5 or I could have 6. Let's just go ahead and make this a 6. Is 12 an option? Was there anything that said no? Because I can use 7. There wasn't anything about what these could be. What if this was 12 and then this goes to like 11 or 13? Well, yeah, I think so actually, because I'm already at 10 here. What's the lowest this could be would be a 2, and then the lowest this could be would be a 1. So I'm already at 13. Very cool. I believe I need to go 12 and then 13 up here. Can I have 1.5? No, but it's just fun to mention. Um, what would be consecutive with 1.5? 1.4 and 1.6? Or 2.5? Oh, wait, actually. A consecutive number with 1.5, do you just have to go to like the lowest decimal point? So it'd be 1.4 and 1.6? Did the rules forbid it? No, I didn't. I don't think so. I was looking for that, but I don't think it does. I suppose it could be 1.5. I just don't know. I've been out of school for too long, and I don't know how a consecutive with a decimal would work. Says digits in the crop key description, but 12 and 13 aren't digits. Numbers outside the grid are the sum of the digits pointed to. Oh, crop key. Digits separated by a white dot. I guess, yeah. If I figured it out, I guess. There is no consecutive with where you're putting 1.5. Oh, here. Okay, so yeah, I wouldn't even have to worry about that. Worry about it then. The answer doesn't matter. I'd be putting 1.5 here, and this could be 3. Well, I know this can't be 1.5, and then this going back up to 3 or going down to 0.75, because I wouldn't have an option here that would be big enough. So I suppose the answer doesn't matter. The biggest possible option here is 13, and the smallest possible option here is also 13. So this is 5 and 5. This is 10. I think I said this needed to be a 2 and this needed to be a 1. And then you get 13. Talk about numbers and values. Okay, yeah, that's true. Numbers. The values of the clues abide by the... Yeah, the values of the clues abide by the Kropke dots rules. Maybe we could say this is just telling you how Kropke works. And then this also follows the Kropke rules. Okay, this is gonna be a 4, 5, 6 just because of Sudoku. This can't be a 5, so this is a 5. This is going to be, I don't see anything. I don't have anything that looks at this yet. I kind of want to look at this. What can go here? It needs to be a 1, 5, 4, 6, but this C is a 4, 6. So this is either a 1 or a 5. Meaning this would be a 2 or a 10. I can't get 2 in 3 cells, so this needs to be a 5, and this has to go up to 10. Ooh. Ooh, what if I put an O? There you go. There's the 10. Okay. And so this is gonna sum to 10. Let's see, I need a 1 down here, so this is gonna be a 1. This is gonna be a 4, 6 just because of Sudoku. This is 4, 6, 2, 3. Whoops. This can't be a 4 or a 6. I keep hitting the wrong digits. What am I doing? This is stuck being a 2 or a 3. This can't be a 3. This could go 2, 4. This can't be a 2 or a 3, 6. I need to have a 2 here, though. That felt messy. I think I just kept hitting the wrong keys. I had digits down here that I needed to use. It was either going to be a 3, 6 or a 2, 4. But I can't use 6. I think I just kept hitting the wrong keys. Writing the rules would be a pain. So you could get somebody else to write the rules. What do I actually need here? This needs to be 10, so these two need to sum to 8. I want to see my options here. This is a 2, 5, and this is a 4, 6. Ooh, if I need 10 and I already have 2, this needs to be 8. So this is going to be a 2, and this is going to be a 6. This is a 4, and this is a 5. Next to a 4, I would have a 3 or a 5 here, but this is a 5, so this is a 3, meaning this is a 1 for Sudoku. Oh, I also have these to fill in. Okay, this is going to be something. This is a 4, 6. So this is either 6 or 8. I almost said 8 because it sees a 6. This is consecutive here. Oh wait, I know what these are. Hold on. This is a 4 and this is a 6. I can use Sudoku here. So this is 1 plus 1 plus 6, which is 8. So this has to be a 7 or a 9. Sudoku says I need a 2 or a 5 here. 4 and 2 is only 6. So let's do 4 and 5 to get 9 here, which is consecutive, which is cool. This needs to be a 1 and this needs to be a 3. Looks good to me. The digits you entered are correct. Let's go. Nice. Nice. Thinking about crop key with digits bigger than 1 through 9. I guess 1 through 6 because of the puzzle, but ooh. I always joke in my videos like, oh, a crop key could be 51 and 102, and then we actually do end up using big numbers sometimes. Ignore his outside digits. What if I made this a 7? Ah. Oh my gosh, Psycho? The bookworm! I did see that the bookworm wanted a ping. I'm gonna do that real quick. Oh no, this puzzle. Oh, I didn't put a link for my stream. Whoops. Oh no, this puzzle. Normal 6x6 Sudoku rules apply. We're gonna get comfortable for this one. We have Psycho Look and Say Killers. Whoa. Each digit in a pink cage indexes a cell in the grid. Okay. The cell is located in the box with the digits number. The cell is located in the box with the digits number in the same position within the box as the cell containing the digit. Counting boxes from left to right and top to bottom. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. A digit may index its own cell. The cage clue should be read as a look and say clue that counts the number of times a digit appears in all. Sorry. A digit may index its own cell. The cage clue should be read as a look and say clue that counts the number of times a digit appears in all the indexed cells. It says A. Okay, we'll read. Each Irwick, I don't know how to say this. ISCH, Irwish is not correct. Irwick with the K sound. Oh, I gotta bump the puzzle up. Good call, good call. Each time the letter A appears, it represents a different value from 1 through 6. Wait, why not just use A, B, C, D, E, F? I don't understand that part. Okay, so this, each time this appears, it's a different number. I want to read this again. I don't think I entirely understood. Each digit in a pink cage indexes a cell in the grid. Cool, I know what that means. This cell is located in the box with the digits number. So box 1, box 2, box 3, box 4, box 5, box 6. In the same position within the box as the cell containing the digit. The cell is located, okay, the digit indexes a cell. That cell is located in the box with the digit's number in the same position within the box, 2x3 box, as the cell containing the digit. Okay, so if this is a 4, this is in position 3 in the cage because you do 1, 2, 3, but we're talking about box 4. So that would mean in box 4, the third cell, do I use the same number? A digit may index its own cell. The cage clue should be read as a look and say clue that counts the number of times a digit appears. So if I were to make this a 3, it just indexes itself because it's position 3 and box 3. No, I don't understand what value I put. I know that I'm talking, I think I know. I think I understand that I'm talking about this cell here because it would be box 4 and then position 3 because this is position 3. But I don't understand what value to put here. Is this where the A comes into play? Chat. I should probably read chat. I remember when testing this, the rules didn't say 1 through 6 for A's, just digits, which made it non-unique. I was confused for a while. It's German. The I is kind of pronounced like when you say E. Oh, Earwich. Airvish is probably close. Probably more Vish than Vic. Dang. Index is a cell in the grid. The cell is located. A digit may index its own cell. The cage clue should be read as a look and say clue that counts the number of times a digit appears in all the indexed cells. Oh! Hold on, I need to fill in some example digits so I can... Let's say this, so this indexes this cell. This is a 2 in the first position, so this would index this cell, I think. Box 2, position 1, and then box 5, position 2. And then this AA would tell me about look and say clues for these 3 cells here. How does that work? This first A has to be a 3. Because the first one is how many digits, and I can, if for the 2 cells indexed by this cage, I can only talk about up to 2 of them. So the first A is how many times that number, the second number is being talked about. Okay, my vocabulary words. The first A in the AA is how many times the second A appears. If I can only talk about a max of 2 cells here and here, that's going to use my 1 and 2. So that means that whatever cells, these are just fill-in numbers, but whatever 3 cells I talk about with these 3 are going to be the same digits because I have to use 3 in the first position. And it's going to be a 4, 5, and 6. If I understand correctly. Woo! Oh boy. Oh boy. Chat's not helping with the puzzle. I know I looked over like I wonder if chat understands, and it was still talking about pronunciation of the name. Vince got a daily? I'm losing my voice. What's happening? I was hardly talking yesterday. Morning. You were, I won't call you out. It is not morning for you. I know you've been awake for a long time. That 4 points at row 4, column 6. Shoot. This 4 points somewhere else? The orange cell isn't right. Oh, I don't understand how the indexing works then. Oh, it's not position in the cage, it's position of the box. Oh, I was looking at the positions as 1, 2, 3, but this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, so I think all of these might be wrong. So this is box 2, position 3. So it would be this one. So this would be pink. This would be box 5, position 5. This would be box 4, position 6. So these three cells are the ones being talked about here. Okay, okay. Jason got a daily. Christopher said hydrate. That's a good deduction, but yeah. Okay, so oh wait, hydrate is not coffee. Hot coffee might fix my voice though. Bookworm, hello. We just went over the rules and I believe I understand. With some clarifications from chat. So, let's start by drawing my red lines so I don't use digits from the previous grid. And I remember. Um, so these two digits, just because of Sudoku, are going to be a 4, 6. And when I was going over the rules, we said the the first A is how many times the second A appears in the indexed cells. There's no way I can index more than 2 cells here. I'm only ever talking about 1 cell. Even if it's itself, I'm only ever talking about 1 cell with this and 1 cell with this. So if every instance of A is different, and I need to use the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the first A here will be a 1 or a 2. The first A here will be a 1 or a 2. The first A here will be a 3. There's no way I can have the first A be a 4, 5, or 6 in these situations. So, whatever 3 cells are indexed here need to be the same number 3 times, and it's either a 4, 5, or 6. Am I following with myself? I think so. I think that makes sense. I think I'm cool with that. Now, the second A in each situation is going to be a 4, 5, 6 also. One of these, the 2 cells they index will be the same. One of these, the 2 cells they index will be different. The value I place here is the box I'm in. So the digit in the cell I'm indexing just comes from the second A needing to be different. Cool. Following? That's a solid deduction. Perfect. Perfect. Now I might need Sudoku to give me a head start. I might. Okay, well, yeah, I'm talking about boxes 4 and 6 here. Wait, this is a good start. I'm talking about these 2 boxes, no matter what. And shoot, how does this go again? This is the dang, and the cell I'm talking about is this is the first position in the box. Oh no, I forget. How did I understood when I put digits in here. This means that I'm in box 4 and it's position 3. Oh, so wait, it just ends up being the same. Oh. So, oh wait, that's like way easier than what I was thinking. This is just the top left corner of box 4 or 6. So if this is a 6, it could talk about itself. And this is just the bottom left corner of 4 or 6. If this is a 6, it just talks about itself. Ooh, okay. So I'm talking about these digits here, which tells me they need to be different. So the first A here is a 1. The second A, the first A here is a 2. So the 2 digits being indexed here are the same. I think that means I want these to be different parity. For example, if these were 1, 3, I would be talking about a cell here or here and a cell here or here, and they can't be the same. If this was like a 3 and a 5, I'd be talking about a cell here and a cell here, which couldn't be the same. So I think I need one of these to be a 2. So definitely talking about this, and then this would be the same as one of these digits, with the other one being a 3, 5, 1, 3, 5. I believe, if I'm understanding this correctly, there's no way these two and the cells being indexed by these numbers can be the same. Because I'm talking about this and this, which I have to follow Sudoku rules still. So this is going to be the AA will be 1-4 or 1-5 or 1-6. This will be a 2-4 or 2-5 or 2-6. It's actually going to be a 2-5. This AA is 2-5 because I need to talk about these cells and I can't use a 4 or a 6. So this AA is 2-5. This is either a 1-4 or a 1-6. Which one of these is gonna index itself, whichever one's a 6, because I'm in box 6. I'm gonna go ahead and say this has to be a 2. And then I'm talking about the number 5. One of these is a 5, which means I won't have a 5 in here. And then a 5 either goes here, or here, or here, or here. Can what be 1-4? Sorry. Can this AA be 1-4? If it was 1-4, well, there's going to be a 4 and a 6 in here. If this is a 4, oh, but it's talking about the cell I'm indexing, so this would have to be another 4. Oh, so this is just 1-6. And then this is 2-5. This is going to have to be 3-4. Can I take notes outside? This is 1-6. This one is 2-5. And this one's going to be 3-4. That's how I'm choosing to remember it. Ooh. You got that quick for not having seen Psycho Look and Say before. Impressive. Is this the thing? I assumed this was like invented for this puzzle. Nice. Well, thank you. I need more now. Psycho Look and Say killers. They're so funny. Okay. So I'm talking about 5s here. One of the 5s goes here. The other one's gonna be here or here. Do I know that? Or do I know which one? It depends on what digit I put in here. I'm not entirely sure yet. And then this tells me where 3 different 4s go. And they would be in these positions in each box. So I don't want a 6 in here because I can't have a 4 here. I should send you my Psycho Killer Schrodinger puzzle in for a video. Oh my god. Remember yesterday when I said I've been doing long videos recently and I need some short ones? Do we remember this conversation, Pawfly? Not that common, but there's quite a few. This is neat. It's only a 6x6. This is only a 6x6. This fly is only a 6x6. What else do I know? I got distracted with chat and I lost my train of thought. This is telling me where 3 different 4s go. I don't want a 6 in here. I could... What else do I know? 6 by 720. Oh, I'm distracted again. If I turn on row column labels. Oh, they go all the way out here. 14, 30. How did I get an X out here? How did I manage that? Okay, focus. I don't want a 6 in here. That makes sense because this can't be a 4. This is telling me where 3 different 4s go. So whatever digits I put in here, it just means that I would have a 4 in here, or a 4 in here, or a 4 in here, or a 4 in here. If I put a 3 in here, like if this was a 3, we're talking about box 3, it would index itself which would have to be a 4. So I also don't want a 3 in here. So 3 and 6 are going to go out here for sure. There's something else I wouldn't want. I think 4 might be an issue. If this is a 4, this would have to also be a 4 in order for the indexing to work. And it won't. So same thing if this is a 4. So I think I need this outside to be 3, 4, 6. And this would be 1, 2, 5. But I need the how do I want to say this? If this is 1 and 2, then I would have 4s down here, and they would see each other, and that'd be bad. So the 5 definitely has to go down here. 4 either goes here or here. In box 5, I have a 4 here, so this clears this up. This talks about itself. This is box 4. So this is just not a 6. This is the cell being indexed by this, and it just can't be a 6 because I only have 1 6 in these index cells. Okay, 4 goes here. One of these is a 4, one of these. I also could have a 4 here or here. How do I get 4 in this column? It has to go here, I think. I haven't looked at this in a minute. This is 2 5s. Both of these are 5s. I knew one of them. What was the other one I was debating here? 1 and 3, right? Well, there's now no way that a 5 can go here in box 3. So I think this has to be 2 and 1. I have a... What if I just put a 5 in here? 2 and 5. We just talk about box 5. This would have to be the 5. Oh no, I have a 5 going up here though. Never mind. So this is just 1 and 2. And so 5 goes here and here for these. Cool. Nice. I haven't looked at chat in a minute. Do you have the Scrabble puzzles for short videos? Surely I can make you struggle once for 14 easy puzzles. Same parity deduction that ruled out 5 from both 3 column 3 can be done for the column. Ooh. What was that? I said this couldn't be a 5 because I needed a 5 here. Oh, wait. Can be done for the column. Was that talking about what I did here? Oh, wait. I know this is a 3, 5. I want to put so that. Same parity deduction. I missed the word parity. No, within the box 3 cage. Can be done for the column. Okay. Oh, nice. If this didn't include a 2 and it was a 1 and a 5, I would be talking about this box and this box, and that would be busted. So I don't want a 2 here. 2 definitely goes here. And 2 definitely goes here. I need a 5 here just because of Sudoku. What else do I know? This is gonna be a 3, 4, 6 because of Sudoku. What do... I definitely have a 2 here or here. Definitely have a 5 here or here. 1 and 2 for my 5s. That's fine. What else can I do? Maybe... I don't know. I could do Sudoku. I need a 2 here. I have a 1, 2, 3. I need a 4. One of... Is there any way this could be a 4? There's no way one of these could be a 4, I don't think. I need a 4 in box 2, and it has to go here or here. So this can't be a 4. This will have to be a 4 for the column. So this ends up being a 2, 6 just because of Sudoku. 5 goes here, so that's fine. Box 1 is the one that has all the options, where 4 could go anywhere here. This ends up being a 3, 6, so this is a 4, 1. Might as well. Okay. 2 in box 3. Let's see, pencil mark the 4 it points at. What is the 2 in box 3 cage index? Nice. 4 is here. Row 6, column 1. The lonely 4 pencil mark in box 1 is sad. I technically have 4s here also. Row 6, column 1. This is a 4, 3, or 5. It can't be a 4. It can't be a 5. This is a 3. This is a 4, 5. And I have 5s here, which means I need a 5 here. Oh, this is a 3, so this can't be 3. So this needs to be a 3. Meaning this is a 6 and this is a 3. If this is a 6, then this is a 4 and this is a 6. I think that's fine and doesn't affect my marks yet. This one. Okay, cool. 1, 2, 5. 1, 2. These tell me about 5s here and here, which is neat. These tell me about 4s here, here, and here, which is neat. This is done. It told me about 6s and that this couldn't be a 6. Okay. This is a 1, 2, 6. This can't be a 6. This is a 1, 2, 5. Shading for 1s and 2s, maybe? What if this is a 5 and this is 1, 2? And this is 6. That might be fine. Hmm. This one too is the same. It's gonna be one of these. That's fine. Don't want to double check these. This one's good. And this one's good. This 1, 4 is from this. Something about like if this is a 1. Oh no, wait, these are telling me about 5s. Never mind, not 4s. These are telling me about 5s. If this is a 1, then this is a 5. If this is a 2, then this is a 5. Can I do something with that? Like, is there some combination that breaks with these being 5? Okay, this one sees the 5s. Ah, but neither of these see these 5s, so that's kind of fine. If this is a 2, then this is a 5. And this is a 2. I'm thinking about, like, what if I end up indexing the same cell, but that's not even possible. I would have to have, like, well, A, there's no overlap in the positions here, but then I would have to end up at the same number and... Man, remember the last deduction here being a bit mean, but the puzzle was unique and I was running out of time, so I left it. The case of 1 in row 4, column 4 breaks. If this is a 1, did I just look at the wrong number and I was really close? If this is a 1, this is telling me about 5s. So if this is a 1, then that means a 5 goes here. If this is a 1, then this is a 1, and that means 4 goes here. So if this is a 5 and this is a 4, is that bad? It would mean that this is a 3 and this is a 5 and this is a 1 and this is a 4. I mean that this has to be a 2. But this was a 1. Um 1 here means that 3 and 4 both row on column 3. Ooh. It's bad for 3s in column 3. Where does that put 3 in box 1? Okay. If this is a 1, then that means I have a 5 here. And I'm looking at 3s in box 1. Okay. 3 has to go here or here just because of Sudoku. I might want to start by looking. Okay. So if this is 1 and this is 5, then this is 3. So this is a 3. But this being a 1 means that this is a 1 and has to be a 4. Oh. So I need this to be a 2 because if it's a 1, then the Sudoku with the 3s ends up putting a 3 and a 4 in the same spot. I was so close. This is a 1. This is a 2. This is not a 2. This is going to be a 1, 5. So let's start here. If this is a 2, that means I'm talking about box 2 in this position being a 5. So this needs to be a 5. This is a 3 because of Sudoku. If this is a 1, that means in this position in box 1, it's a 5. This is a 5. This is a 2, and I'm talking about 4s. So box 2 in this position needs to be a 4, so this is a 1, meaning this can't be a 4. 1 and 5 means in box 1 and box 5, I'm putting 4s here, which is cool. If this is a 1, 2, just because of Sudoku, this is a 1, 2, but it sees a 1, so this is a 2. This is a 6, and this is a 2. This is a 2, so this is a 1. These are not 1. This is a 2, so this is a 6, and this is a 2. Nice. Now, if this is a 5, then this is a 4 because of Sudoku and also because of indexing. If this is a 5, then this is a 4 because of Sudoku and also because of indexing. So that probably affects how things happen up here. This is a 1, 6, but this is a 6, so this is a 1 and this is a 6. This is a 4 and a 3. But this is a 3, so this is a 4 and this is a 3. So box 1, 4 goes here. This becomes a 5, so this becomes a 4 and this becomes a 5. Nice! Nice! Ooh! I was sitting with this for like 15 minutes, not really realizing I'd already made a unique. Kept doing Sudoku and falling through, seeing what was forced. Nice! That was cool. Very neat. Yeah, how'd you get puzzle 69? That's a good number. Dang, that was cool. Whoops. These are neat. I read over a couple times to make sure I understood, and I think in the process of like reading the rules and like putting in example numbers, I understood some things, which was neat. Very nice. This one is Maze Gator. I'm trying to remember who all wants pings also. Ba-da. Ooh, Malrog's puzzle's next. Ooh. And then I Love Sleeping and then Powfly. Very cool. Actually, there's about to be an ad, so I'm gonna pause before this puzzle so we don't miss anything, and then I'll start again. BRB! I did turn Scramble on for today. All right. Variables. Ooh, I was looking at that one and I couldn't figure it out. Nice. Today, oh my gosh, I'm starting like we have a YouTube video. I'm not used to doing a Sudoku stream for a while. I was also thinking abrasive. um, Nurikabe Hybrid by Maze Gator. Normal 6x6 Sudoku rules apply. Um, we have shade some cells blue, representing water, such that all water is orthogonally connected, but no 2x2 area is fully covered. Shade all other cells green, forming groups of orthogonally connected cells called islands. Each island contains exactly one cage clue, and the digit in the cage indicates the size of its island. The number in the top left of a cage gives the sum of all cells on the island. The number in the top left of a cage gives the sum of all the cells on the island. Okay, the solver must deduce the shape of the islands. Digits cannot repeat within islands. Okay, so this digit, if it was a 4, would mean I need to make a shape of 4, that's 5, make a shape of 4 cells. And they also need to sum to 6 without repeating digits. So that would not be cool. It might be a good place to start, actually. Okay, the islands are what has the sums. The water is just everything else that is orthogonally connected and no 2x2 area. My green island cells could be 2x2, it looks like. Cool. Because of Sudoku, this is gonna be a 3-5. What difficulty do you typically want for the submissions? I do have a 3-star with that rule set if you want to try it. 3-star is probably the highest difficulty I can do. What I normally do with submissions is I'll solve it on my own for a video, but if I get stuck and I can't figure out where to go next, then I'll do it on a Saturday stream with chat help and be like, hey, I tried this and I got stuck. Could people in chat help out type of thing. 3-star is probably the most difficult. I don't know if I've ever really done 4-star, definitely not 5-star ones. Lots of one repeated letter. Keeping track of how many they are too. This is interesting. Okay, what if I put a 1 here? That would not work because it would have to be a total of 1. If I did 2, I could put like a 2 and a 4 next to each other. If I did 3, I could do a 1, 2, 3. I don't want to do a 4, 5, or 6. So this is gonna be stuck being a 2 or a 3. Either I do 2, 4, or I do, oh, these are like, shoot, what are those called? Where you have the sum outside the grid and you have to use a certain amount of cells, like X sums. 3, 5. I know I kept wanting to like clean these up, but the notes that I took before. Same with these. I was like, how do I figure out if this is a 1 or a 3? These are just my notes. That's what the red line is for Palfly, so we don't look at that. If it's a 2, then I do like 2, 4. If it's a 3, then I end up with like a 1, 2, 3. That's totally fine. What else do I know? 19's pretty big. I also need water and need, oh, well, I could start with making these all islands. That's a good start. Water's all orthogonally connected. Islands, how can the islands be near each other? Can they touch? Shade all other cells green, forming groups of orthogonally connected cells called islands. Each island contains 1 cage. Number of the, I think the islands could touch diagonally. I think that's fine. Ooh. They don't touch orthogonally. Row 2, column 1 must be water by the 1 cage rule. Yeah, I don't want these to touch because of the islands. Okay, cool. 19 is also decently big. There's no way I'd want to do this in 1 cell, so I definitely want to have island go this way. And the water needs to all be orthogonally connected to itself, so the water needs to expand as well. The furthest I could go in this direction is gonna be here. Is this island no matter what? Ooh. If this is a 2 and I go 2, 4, then it goes this way because of this 4. If this is a 3, um, I could go 3, 1, 2. Nope, not true. I could go 3, 1, 2. I don't need to go this way. I take it back. None of these I can do in one cell, so they all need to go somewhere. What's the minimum I could do this in? I think I need to use... If I put a 6 here, numbers can't repeat on islands, so I'd have to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is 21. If I only did 4, the biggest I can have is 6, 5, 4, 3, which is only 18. I think this needs to be a 5, and I'm using everything except for the number 2. I probably want to start there. I need to keep going. I might be able to go down at this point. I can't go all the way across, so I do need to go into row 2 at some point. Oh yeah, well, if I need to go into row 2 at some point, I can't use this cell for this island, so it needs to be here. Blue needs to keep going. I need this to be water now. And I need this to be water to separate these 2 islands. So I'm stuck going here, and then this is water. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this is everything except for a 2. So one of these is a 2, and then one of these is a 2. Cool. Nice. What else can I do? This has to be connected to something, and this has to be connected to something. Oh boy. Oh boy. I can't do this in one cell, so that has to get... Let's just do all the shading first. Could I do this in 2 cells? No, it would be 2, 7, and this is a 6x6 puzzle. This needs to keep going. And that's getting difficult, so I gotta go this way. This is gonna be cut off. This needs to be water, so this ends up being a 3. This is not connected yet. It also means I can't go this way, so I can't have a 3 here. This has to be a 2. We'll do that real quick. This island stops. This still needs to be connected, so this has to be water. Zoom in. The 7 exum is pretty limited also. I can't do this in one cell, so I need to go this way. I almost made it blue. That needs to be green. I also can't do it in 2 cells, so I need to go somewhere, but I don't want these 2 islands to touch. Gosh. I think it's gonna have to be 2, 5, isn't it? I think that's the only way that's gonna work. The digits, I can't use a 1. I could do 2, 5. I can't put a 3 here because of Sudoku. If I put a 4, the minimum 4 different cells is 10. So this has to be a 2, and this has to be a 5, and this has to be a 3. So Sudoku says this is a 5. That's part of that island. This is water. This is water. What's going on here? All my waters are orthogonally connected right now. This can't be a 1. Can't be a 2. What if it's a 3 or a 4? Well, it just has to be a 3 or 4 because of Sudoku. But the minimum that 4 cells can be is 10, so let's make this a 3. This ends up being a 1, 4. I think I want this one to be a 4, and I'm gonna do 2, 3, 4 for my 9 island. And then I just make everything else water. That looks good to me. I need a 1 on this island, right? I'm using everything except for 2, so this is a 1. This becomes a 2. This becomes a 3, 4, 6. 3 can't go here, so this is a 3. This ends up being a 1, it looks like. And this is a 5, 6. Okay, I didn't look at this yet. This is a 3. It's a 3-cell island. So I need to have a total of 6 here. I can't do 2, 4. I can't do 3, 3. So let's do 1, 5. This ends up being a 2, 6 for the column. I need a 1, so 1 goes here, and this is a 3. This 5 cleans up this 6 and this 5. Ooh, I don't know about this yet. This is also a 4, 6. This is gonna be a 4, 6, 5. 5 goes over here, so this is a 4, 6. This is a 2, 4. This is a 2, so this is a 4. There you go. This is a 2. So this is a 6, and this is a 4, and this is a 6, and this is a 4. This is a 6, and this is a 3. Nice! Woo! I liked this puzzle already, I guess. Very cool. Oh my gosh. We learned so many new things, actually. These were normal killer cages, right? We had the slow thermometers, which I was really slow with. These hexagons messed with my brain. I'm used to thinking about like surrounding cells, but this was only ever plus signs. I did get rid of the shading on this one, didn't I? Technically, it's not done. How did this end up going? um, I remember this was shaded like this. This was not shaded, and this was not shaded. All 3 of these were shaded, which means this is shaded also. This was shaded as an individual spot. And then I had a huge spot here. Like this. I think that's how the shading went. Okay, now it's done. I believe. This has 2, this has 3, this has 3, this has 4, this has 1, this has 2, and this has 1. Nice. Nice. Okay, now it's done. Very smooth. Heck yeah. Did I remember to change the number? I think I did. Yes, I did. Okay, on to the next column. Is column 10? Or was that column 10? Oh wait, I can just click next segment, can I? Next segment. We'll do it that way. Nice! Starting up here. Malrog! Normal 6x6 Sudoku rules apply. We're up to puzzle 71. It's me! Caterpillar. Killer lines. Along the line, digits are grouped in sections, each containing exactly 1 small digit clue. The digits in a section cannot repeat and must sum to the value of the clue. Okay. Along the line, digits are grouped in sections, each containing exactly 1 small digit clue. The digits in a section cannot repeat and must sum to the value of the clue. Digits are grouped in sections. Ah, I see these small digits. Okay, cool. Cool. Let's start here. This is a 1-4 just because of Sudoku. Ooh. The digits in a section cannot repeat and must sum to the value of the clue. So I need to figure out the sections, right? Is what it sounds like. Grouped in sections, each containing exactly 1 small digit clue. So this, like this, or this, or this, or this, or this, something here sums to 9. Ooh. Let's start with this little spot. This could be a 3, or this could be 1, 2, right? Oh, this is a fun one. No, you. This could be a 3, or this could be a 1, 2. Then I have 6. Digits can't repeat in sections, right? So I could go up to 3 spaces for 7. Because of the 9 marking where I can go, and also just because of 3 unique digits to get 7. I don't want to do this in just one cell because it's a 7. 6 I could do in one cell. Maybe I could think about... Ooh, 9 I'm pretty limited. 9 I could at most go this way. What if I do 9 in just 2 cells? I'm still thinking about, like, if I put a 3 here, then I would need to use 3 cells, but that's not how it works. Like, what if this is a segment for 9? I could do 4, 5, or 3, 6. That'd be fine. These are going to be smaller these are pretty far apart, so getting all of these digits included, I might want to think about smaller digits. I could use up to 3 cells here, up to 3 cells here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 3 max. 6, 9, 12. I don't want to use the maximum possible. How do I want to think about this? One of these will have to be 3 cells because I need to get here somehow. Either I go 1, 2, 3 or 1, 2, 3. Okay. Um, if I did 3 cells for this to get here, this would have to be a 1, 2, 3. This would be a 2, this would be a 1, this would be a 3. And does some combination break this? If I did 2, 1, 3. Ooh, if I did 6 and 3 cells to get here, this would be a 2, this would be a 1, and this would be a 3. But this combination breaks my 3 option, where I couldn't do a 3 in single cell, or I wouldn't be able to do 2 cells for a 1, 2. So I don't want to take this 6 all the way down here, which means this 9 will have to go all the way down here. And I don't want to use 4 cells for 9, so I think that 9 is just going to go here. That's going to be a segment, which means I need to use this for 6 at least. I'm still not against 6 going up here, I think. Good start. Perfect. Well, if this was 1, 2, 3, this might break because this sees all of those, right? Is Cheesecake rating. Hello, hello, Raiders. We're working on the Sudoku. We're up to puzzle 71. I'm behind, but I'm making good progress. How was your stream, Sudoku, today? I'm losing my voice. I apologize. Hello. Sudoku as usual. I was thinking about if I could do 3 cells for the 6 here, but I think not because this digit sees all of these. And if I were to do 1, 2, 3, this would be busted. So I need 6 to stop here. 6 is only here. That doesn't mean I need to use 3 in both of these cells though. I could have 9 go this way. But this is gonna be like a 1, 5 or a 2, 4. Oh, I didn't look at this close enough. What are my options here? If this is a 1 or a 4, and I can't use a 5 or a 6 here, the biggest these can be is 3, 4, which is only 7, so I don't want this to be a 1. I want this to be a 4. So then these will have to be 2 numbers that sum to 5, but I can't repeat digits in a segment, so this is a 2, 3. Then just because of Sudoku, this is a 1, 4. And I know, oh, I have vertical roping. Ooh, I could fill in other digits. This is gonna mess with my 7 now, this being a 1, 4. Very tired though, so I won't be sticking around. Have a good stream. No worries, I appreciate the raid. Roping, ew. This 1, 4 breaks my possibility of doing 7 and 3 cells. So I believe I want to do 7 and 2 cells. That sounds right to me. I'm still trying to get the thought out of my head that, like, the digit that goes here is how many cells I'm using. I have a 2, 3 here. There's no way I can get 7 and 2 cells with a 2 and the 1, 4 here, so let's make this a 3 and this a 4. Meaning this will be a 2 and this will be a 1. This ends up being a 5, 6. This is not helpful right now. I'm not gonna worry about that. So this is another segment. Very cool. Now that means I need to include this for 9. And then I need to decide whether this cell goes with 9 or 3. If I were to do 9 and 2 cells, I can't use a 1, I can't use a 2. I could do 3 and 6. Or I could do 4 and 5. I have options. It's still possible to have a 3 here or to have a 1, 2 here. That's still fine. My 6 and 2 cells. I can't do 2, 4, and I also don't want to do 3, 3, so this is going to be a 1, 5. That means 3 definitely goes here. 2, 4, 6 goes down here. One of these is definitely a 1, meaning this can't be a 1. But this could be a 1, and this could be a 5, and this could be a 1. And then I could have a 2 here. Still not against it. Okay. Thinking about some outside stuff might be cool. What if I did all 3 of these to be 9? Maybe that's limited. Could I do 2, 3, 4? This can't be a 2 or a 4, so it would be a 3. This would be a 2 or a 4, and this would be a 2 or a 4. If I did this in 3 cells and I did 2, 3, 4, this would be a 3, but I don't think that breaks anything. Roping, yay! If this is a 3, this is a 2, and this is a 3, that's totally fine. I have more than one option for doing 9 in 3 cells also. Either way, the total for these 4 cells is 12. Could I do something with that? I don't think so. Okay, this is a 1, 4. This is a 5, 6. This is either a 3 or this can't be a 1 because it would break this, but this could go 2, 1. So this is either a 2 or a 3. Okay, which is cool. Meaning I have 1, 4, 5, 6 over here. If this is 2, this is a 1. If this is a 3, this goes with this. I could go 6, 1, 2. Dang, I have too many options. Okay, this is a 2, 4, 6. I don't have anything vertically over here. If I do... Maybe I need to think about box totals. If I do 3 in 2 cells, this would have to be 18. Not a problem. Row 5, column 6, row 5, column 5. Or sorry, row 5, 6, roping. I need a 3 here, and then either a 1 or a 5. This has to be a 3, doesn't it? These need to be different numbers. They're both shaded green because they're in a segment, but they need to be different numbers. So if this was a 1, this breaks. If this was a 5, this breaks. So this needs to be a 3. This needs to be a 1, 5. I mean, same thing with this cell. If this is a 1, this breaks. If this is a 5, this breaks. If this is a 3, then I also... Where do I put 3 in here? Here or here. Well, notating segments can be easier with the pen tool. That would probably be nice. These are a different 1, 5. So this 1, 5 is the same as this 1, 5. So this 1, 5 is going to go here. And this 1, 5 is also up here. This 2, 3 is nice. Let's try... Okay, let's try segments marked like this. And then I don't know how this one's going yet. Oh yeah, I can't see those. Hold on. I can't see those. Let's do this. That's a segment. That's a segment. And then I don't know what's happening over here yet, but at least this. Shading. These are going to be the same. This is going to be a different 1, 5. So I need orange in here somewhere. That's fine. Pink goes up here. Maybe I want to shade for 2 3s. X is at the end of known segments. I'm missing something. This is a 2, 3, and this is a 2, 3. So these 2 3s are the same. But then because of this, I'm not going to know which one's which. Maybe I need to look at actual possibilities here. Like if this is a 3, this is part of the 9. But if this is a 2, this needs to be a 1. If this is a 2, I can't... Never mind. Yeah, if this is 2, 1, I can't use 2 here at all. But I wouldn't want 2 in a 2 cell 9 cage anyways. 9 segment can't have a 3 now. That is cool. That is cool. Both of these see a 3. Also, if this were to be included, it also sees a 3. So this cannot be 3, 6. And also, this cannot be 2, 3, 4. How do I do 9 in 3 cells without a 3? 1, 2, 6. 1, 4, 4. Okay, what does this tell me? 3 can't go here. So it won't be 2, 3, 4. It won't be 3, 6. What if it, but I could do 4, 5. And then 2, 1. 4, 5, and 1, 2, 6 are left. So either this goes 2, 1, and this is a 4, 5, or 1, 2, 6, where this could be a 1 or a 2 or a 6. It can't be a 2. So this is really just a 1 or a 6. This is either 4, 5, where this can't be a 4, so this won't be a 5. This can't be a 2, but a 1 or a 6 would be fine. Is that it? Are those my only options? This is either 4, 5. I haven't finished penciling this. This is either 4, 5, or this is 1, 2, 6, but this can't be a 2. So this, and then I get this. This is either a 4 or the 1, 2, 6. I think I can clean these pencil marks up better for the 3 segment one. The 2 would have to go up here. But I think this is more important. Where I end up with a 2, 4, 2, 4. This can't actually be a 6. If this is 1, 2, 6, the 1 and the 6 go here. And this is a 2. This is a 3. Or this is a 2, 1, and this is a 5 and a 4. So now I have this triple, which means this is a 2, 4, and this is a 2, 4. So this becomes a 5, 6. Can I do something with this? If this is a 4, this is 2. Oh. No, that's fine. Never mind. If this is a 2, this is a 1 and a 6, and this is a 3 by itself. If this is a 2, 1, then this ends up being a 4, 5. Never mind. I take it back. Column 5. 6 has to go here or here. Oh, I need a 6 here or here. So if I did 2, 1, and 4, 5, I don't have anywhere for 6 to go. Oh, nice. So I need to use a 6 here, meaning this is going to be 2, 1, and 6. Very cool. Nice. This is my segment. Nice. Okay. Now I have a 1, 6 here, so this can't be a 1. This becomes the 5, and this becomes the 1, so this becomes a 5. What else do I have? This is a 3, so this is a 2, and this is a 3. Very cool. This is a 6, so this is a 5. This can't be a 5 anymore. It's a 1, 4, 6. Um, this is a 2, so this is a 4. Um, ooh, I need a 3 down here. 3 can't go here, so this is a 3. This is a 1, 5, 6. Oof, one of these is definitely a 1. I don't think I know which one of these is which yet. 5, 6, 1, 5, 6, 5, 6, 5, 6. There you go. This is a 6, so this is a 5, and this is a 6. So this is a 1, and this is a 5, so this is a 6. This is not a 6, it's a 1, 4. Which is cool there. My totals are good. This is a 1, 4. One of these needs to be a 2, but I have this. So this is a 2, and this is a 1, 4, but it sees this. So this is a 4, and this is a 1. That makes sense. This is a 6. This can't be a 6 or a 2, so it's a 4, and this is a 2. This is a 1, so this is a 4, and this is a 1. Nice! I keep waiting for the box to pop up. Say, like, you solved the puzzle. Digits are correct. Nice! Oh, that was a good spot with the 6s. Over pencil marking does help. Yay! Very cool. I love sleeping. Oh, man. I love sleeping. 72. Okay, what do we have? Normal 6x6 Sudoku rules apply. Parity lines. Wow, love these. Digits along a red parity line alternate between even and odd. 7 dots. A digit n in a cell with a dot sums to 7 with one or more digits in the direction of the dot, starting with the nth digit in that direction. Hold on. A digit n in a cell with a dot sums to 7 with one or more digits in the direction of the dot, starting with the nth cell in that direction. So starting with 1 to the 3rd cell in this direction, these would have, so if this was like a 2, and I start with this cell, I could either do this cell and this cell sum to 7, or this cell and these cells sum to 7. I see. I see. And I also have parity lines. This just goes in this direction. Ooh. Oh boy. Dots instead of arrows. Yeah, what's up with that? Okay, we gotta start with this. This is a 1, 6. Um, even odd, even odd, even odd. Maybe I want to think about options here. I need to get 7. So, I mean, I can't do 7 in one cell. I need to use another digit. So, this can't be any bigger than 4, or it can't be any bigger than 3. 4 would be too big. This would have to be a 1, 2, 3, but it sees a 1, I believe, is how this works. If this was a 1, then it would start here and then some amount of cells. Okay, so this means starting here. If this was a 2, I could start here and use this if I needed to. Or if it's a 3, this would have to be a 4. Okay. I could do 2 and 5. I could do 3 and 4. I could do 2 and 1, 4. Okay. I think same thing here. I'm gonna want this to be a 1, 2, 3. Digits can repeat. Digits could repeat. I do have more options. Oh man. Oh boy. Do would shading help? These are all the same. These are all the same. I don't know if shading would help. What do I how do I connect parity with 7 dots? I think it's gotta just be placing digits. Um, if this is a 1, I could use some amount of digits here. I can't do 1, 6 because of this. But I could do like 1, 2, and 4. Or 4 and 2, I guess. I could do 3 and 4. I could do I can't do 2 and 5, but I could do 2, 1, and 4. Hmm. Is there more rules I'm missing? Where do I go from here? Shading always helps. Okay. Row 3, column 2. Let's start there. Row 3, column 2. And row 4, column 2 will be the same parity, which will tell you 3 cells in box 5 with the same parity. 3 cells in box 5 with the same parity. Okay, start with shading. These are going to be the same, and these are the same. I have one of each, one of each, one of each. But if these are the same, orange is the same as one of these, so one of these is, no. The third orange is up here. This is a 6x6 puzzle. I'm limited to 3 and 3. This needs to be pink. Because one of these is orange. I don't know which yet, but these are going to be pink. Which gives me my 3 for the box. Shading does help. I have one of each here, so this needs to be orange. Which means this is pink. Okay. Don't know what it is yet, but it's pink. This is one of each, this is one of each, this is one of each. These are all the same. Do I know? Also, these are all the same. I have 2 in this column, but I don't know anything else about the column. I have 2 in this column. I don't know anything else about the column. I don't know anything about rows yet. I don't know if that's good yet. 2 and 2 in this box, so this is one of each. Well, I have 3 pink in this row, so this needs to be orange. There you go. It doesn't matter which one is pink, but I have 3 pink. And then I have 3 orange in this column, so or in this row, so this needs to be pink. I do kind of have a start. And then I have 3 pink here, no matter which one's which, so this ends up being orange. Now, something might break. What if this is all the same? What if these are all pink? It would mean this is orange, and these are orange. That could happen. I have orange in row 3. Okay, perfect. Ah, maybe now I want to look at this. Well, I don't know which one it is though. 3 cells for 7. 1, 2, 4 is 2 even and an odd. Meh. Hmm. If yellow and pink are the same and orange or green are the same, that would mean these are both pink and these are both orange. So this would be one of each. And this would end up being yellow, which we're saying is pink. I think that's a lot of what ifing ahead, I think. I don't like that. Need to get 7 here. I think I have to look at this. If this is 3, then green and pink are opposites. Because this would have to be a 4. If this is 2, I can't do 2, 1, 4. Oh, okay, wait, here's a start. 3 and 4 would just mean green and pink are opposites. But if I did a 2, I can't do 2, 1, 4 because 1 and 4 are opposite parity and I want to be able to put those here. So I would have to do 2, 5, but I can't do that. So this can't be a 2 anymore and green has to be odd. I don't know pink and orange yet. I still have 3, 4 as an option. What if this is a 1? I can't do 1, 6. And I also can't do 1, 2, 4 because that would be broken. And because of the 2 and 4 being the same parity, but these cells being opposite parity. And I can't use all of these cells. I think this has to be a 3 because of the pattern of parity we have here. Yeah. Okay, so there's a start. This is a 3 and this is a 4, telling me pink is even, as it should be. Now I have some even and odd shading. Cool. This is a 3, so this can't be a 3. What else do I know now? I can only have one more odd down here. Oh, well, I have this. This becomes odd. Whoops. And this becomes even. I'm used to it just stopping at the edge of the grid. This is one of each. So this becomes pink. This is pink. This is orange. This is still one of each. Nope. I have 3 pink already, so this is orange. And this is pink. So this is 6. And this is 1. Oh, this is a 2 now. So starting here, I could do 2, 5. I could not do 2, 1, 4. I think I just have to do 2, 5 here. Okay. This is a 2, so this is not a 2. Now I just have a bunch of Sudoku, really. One of these has to be a 2, so this can't be a 2. Stop. I did something wrong. No! I can have repeat digits! No! This is still fine, and this still has to be a 2. It does not mean 2, 5. Repeats! I missed why row 5, column 4 couldn't, row 5, column 4 couldn't be a 1 with 4 and 2 in the leftmost 2 cells. You might be right. I understood it as if this was a 1, then I'm starting with this cell. I would have to include this in the sum as well. Does it mean that I could skip this and use these instead? A digit n in a cell. Hold on, let me change this back to 3. A digit n in a cell with a dot sums to 7 with 1 or more digits in the direction of the dot, starting with the nth cell in this direction. I think if this is a 1, I would have to include this cell in the sum. It says starting with that, 1 or more digits in the direction of the dot. I think I'd have to use it. So this is a 2, but this is not a 5 necessarily. I could have repeat digits up here. Okay, but starting from here, this is good. This still can't be a 2. And this still can't be a 2, so this has to be a 2. Meaning this won't be a 2. This will be a 4, 6. This will be a 4, 6, but because of Sudoku, it's a 4. So this will be a 6. I need to have a 1, 3, 5 in here. This will be a 5. This will be a 1, 3. This just becomes a 1. This becomes a 3, 5. This is a 1, and this is a 5. This is a 3, 5, and this is a 3, 5, so this is a 1. This can't be a 5 now. So I have to use both of these digits. I need an even and an odd number that's summed to 5. I can't do 1 and 4, so let's do 3 and 2. I guess if we're allowed to repeat digits, this is a 4, this is a 6. This is a 4, so this is a 6, and this is a 2. This also becomes a 4, 6, but it's a 4. This is a 6, and this is a 4. This is a 1, so this is a 3, and this is a 1. If this is a 3, then this is a 5, and this is a 3. This becomes a 2, and this becomes a 6. Check our work. Nice. Nice. Very cool. 7 dots. Oh my gosh. 7 dots. Nice. Up to puzzle 73? Oh yeah, when I got up earlier, I got a puzzle submission from Powfly, and the only note with it is a smiley face. I wonder what it is. Oh, this is Powfly's puzzle. Wait, is Powfly still here? Or did Powfly go to bed? Powfly! You know, it's kind of late there. Should we wait? Powfly! I don't want to do it without. Uh-oh. Oh, Powfly's here. Okay, cool. Hello! We're about to do your puzzle. I didn't want to do it without you. I was gonna break. Oh, how do I say this? Rope? Barely still awake. Okay. Normal 6x6 Sudoku rules apply. Remote sums. A digit n in a cage points at one of the digits y. Okay, a digit n in a cage points at one of the digits y that is n cells away, vertically or horizontally. So if this is a 2, then I would be talking about like this cell, this cell, this cell, or this cell. Vertically or horizontally, the number given in the cage is the sum of n plus y. In this puzzle, remote sums can point exactly one cell outside the grid, making that cell an X sums clue. What? So this could go up to 3. I could be talking about these cells. Oh my gosh. We also have X sums. Digits outside the grid indicate the sum of the first X digits, where X is the digit in the closest cell to the clue. I was just talking about these. I was thinking about how those would work. Whoa. Okay, more fill in the digits outside the grid. Maybe. It says it may go outside the grid. Okay, well, starting off, we have a 2-3 here just because of Sudoku. That is a cool rule combo. Now, let's see. Well, am I super limited on distances here? Like this, if could only go 1 in this direction, but I could go 7. Oh my gosh. I can't place a 7, but this could go all the way up to 6. The number given in the cage is the sum of n plus y. How does that work? With a 19. It says 6x6 Sudoku rules apply. Normal. I can't place like a really big number in here. How are you making 19 without going outside the grid? How am I going outside the grid? Oh, wait, if this is a 6, then this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. That's how I would count. I would count that way. I was counting this as 1 and thinking I'd go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that I couldn't get outside the grid. Okay, that makes sense. This has to be 6. Cool. And I probably, okay, this is meta thinking, so I shouldn't think about it, but I probably don't want to go in this direction because that would put a 2-digit number in my next puzzle. But that's not good to think about. It's an individual puzzle. This is for sure a 6, and so I'm going to have an X sum of 13 in this direction or this direction. I could think about that. Maybe I'm going to look at something else also. For 11 and 2 cells, I could do it with 5 and 6. Ooh. But this can't be a 5, and I also can't put a 6 here. Because 6 in any direction would put me too far outside. I should have counted this way. Would put me too far outside the grid. So this really can't be a 5 or a 6. It'll have to be something... I'm gonna have to get outside the grid and use another X sum. Outside the grid this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is not possible. And same thing this way. Outside the grid this way can't be a 5 either. So this needs to be a 2. And I need to go outside the grid here or here with a 9. I like that starting spot. One of these is going to be a 9. How can I do a 9x sum? Oh gosh. Well, if this was a 9, this is either a 1 or a 6, and I don't want a 1 here for an x sum, but I also don't want a 6 for the x sum because that wouldn't be 9. So this needs to be a 9. This is gonna be a 3, 4, 5. I don't want a 5 for the x sum. I don't want a 4 for the x sum. So this is gonna be a 3. So these 3 cells need to sum to 9, meaning this is a 4. And this one's good. So this becomes a 4, 5. Okay, so talking about this cell, 1, 2 spaces away, 9 and 2 makes 11. And then this is also a valid x sum because I have 3 cells. Cool. Okay. This is a 6 also, so this is a 1 and this is a 6. There you go. For this, could be done easier in 2 cells, 3, 5, or 2, 6. I don't need to go outside the grid. It would have to be like 2, 6 or 3, 5, but possible. 7 and 2 cells could be done without leaving the grid. Oh, I didn't know which direction I wanted to go without meta thinking about the caterpillar. But I can't go from this direction because this can't be a 5. And I need to use a 5 in order to get my... No, it's... The X sum isn't 19. The X sum is going to be 13. I don't need to use a 5. I was thinking 19. Shoot. 13 would be the X sum. I don't want to use a 5 or a 6. I could do a 3. Dang, okay. Has to be a 4. I was thinking 3, 4 and 6 would work. Oh, but I can't use a 6 again because of this. It would have to be a 4. Okay. Ooh, outies are a good thought, actually. I know the whole column or row sums to 21, and I have a 6 already, so now I'm down to 15. But then 13 for the X sum is going to leave me with 2 left over. And I can't have a 2 here. So a 2 needs to go here. And this is all going to sum to 13. Definitely a 3, and then a 4 or a 5. So this becomes a 4. This is going to be my 13. Cool. Oh, this is a 5. Sudoku. So this one's good now. Maybe I want to look at this again. If I wanted to do it 2 cells in the grid, I can't use a 1. Could I do 2, 6? I can't put a 6 here because of Sudoku, so I would have to put a 2 here, meaning this is a 6 or this is a 6, which doesn't work. I could have 2, 6, I think. If I did 3, 5, I can't use a 5 in this column at all, so I'd have to go horizontally. but I can't use a 3 and a 5 in the same row. Ooh, what if this is a 3 and this is a 5? No, it won't work with my digits available. I think this is my only option. I can't use a 1 in here. If I did a 2, it would mean that one of these has to be a 6. It can't be this one, can't be this one, it can't be this one, so it'd be this one. If I did a 3 in here, it would mean I need a 5 somewhere here. This can't be a 5, this can't be a 5. This doesn't work as an X sum with my digits available, and this doesn't work. And what if I do 4, 4? Does a 4 work as an X sum? I don't think I could do 4 in an X sum. There's a 4 right there. Well, that makes it easy. Pencil mark, box 2, box 4. That would make it easier, huh? I need a 6 here. And then this just has to be a 1, 2. And I don't want to use a 1 in here because I would have to use a 7. So there you go. This does become a 6. This becomes a 3, 5, and a 1. Okay. This is more important to me. Well, if this is a 2, this is 7 I'm trying to get to. If this is a 2, then I would need a 5 in one of these cells. I might be able to do 2, 5. I wouldn't be able to do a 5 here because this would have to be a 2 and a 3. But 2, 5 might work. What if this was a 3? I'd be stuck using a 4 outside the grid. This can't be a 4. I don't think I want to go up to 5. 5 would put a 2 out here. Oh man, there's an ad. I'm pretty sure this is going to end up being the same thing. This is going to be a 2, and this is a 5, and this is a 3. I need to pause, though, because of the ad break. BRB! All right. I placed a 2 in here, and then the ad started. I did that kind of quickly. I kind of want to go through it again. Because of Sudoku, my options for this are a 2, 3, 5. If this was a 2, it would mean that I have to put a 5 here, 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 which I ended up going with. 5 won't work here because I can't have a 2 here. If this was a 3, that would mean one of these has to be a 4, which doesn't seem good. A 5 would be crazy. This would have to end up being a 2. Basically, it was my only option. That didn't work. So 2, 3, 5 sounds good to me. Does that mean I finished all the cages? And I have Sudoku now? Ooh. Let's see. I need a 1 in here. That's cool. I have a 6. The 3, 5 is gonna go up here. That's fine. This is gonna be a 1, 3, 5. I'll pencil it that way. This can't be a 3 and this can't be a 5. This needs to be a 2, 4, 3, 5. This can't be a 5 and this can't be a 3. Okay. This definitely is a 3. This definitely is a 5. That's fine. Let's look here instead. I need a 1 here. And a 5. So this is a 5, so this is a 1, and this is a 5. This needs to be a 3, 4. This is a 3, so this is a 4, and this is a 3. This row still needs a 2 and a 4. So this is a 5, and this is a 1, so this is a 3, and this is a 4. This ends up being a 1, it looks like, and I believe this is a 6. This is a 5, so this is a 3, and this is a 5. Nice. 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 Very cool. Forgot how to drag the puzzle. Hold on. Hold on. We're up to 74. Oh my gosh. Good progress today. We started in the 60s. Oh my gosh. As predicted, good rule combo. That worked out well. We have Double Arrow Sudoku by Jacob and Woofers. Oh wait. Woofers ZFG. Oh. Ooh. New names again. Oh, my coffee's empty. Normal 6x6 Sudoku rules apply. Double arrows. The sum of the digits in 2 circles is equal to the sum of the digits on the line connecting them. Digits are allowed to repeat in the circles and on the lines as normally allowed by other rules. Good luck with the next puzzles. Appreciate it. GN. I was thinking it's getting to that point for me. I'm trying to make it to 75 to have a good round number. If we start with Sudoku, we know that we don't want to use these digits. And this is going to have to be a 4, 6. The sum of the digits in the 2 circles is equal to the sum of the digits on the line. Digits can repeat as allowed by other rules. Okay, so the sum of these 2 is the same as the sum of these 3. It sounds like we're gonna have some good geometry, I bet. We also know the sum of these 2 is the same as the sum of these 2. They're gonna be different numbers. The sum of these 2 is the same as the sum of these 2, also different numbers. The sum of these 3 is the same as the sum as these 2. So something like, ooh, well, if I need a 1 and a 3 down here, maybe I want to think about if this is possible to be a 1. If this is a 4, the minimum this could be is 2, 4. So that's already 10. So I don't want this to be a 1. I think that's good to think about. What's the minimum this could be? If this is a 4, the minimum this is because of the 1, 3 is going to be a 2, 4. So 2, 4, 4 is the smallest it can be, which is already 10. Which is scary. I could have 5 and 5. I think this has to be a 5. I have a minimum of 10 here. And if this is a 3, then this has to be a 7. That's not going to work. So this is going to be a 5, and then this is going to be a 5 or a 6. Is there any way this is 6? If this is 6, this has to be 5, so I only have a sum of 10. And then this is still, because of Sudoku, a minimum of 2, 4. So this has to be a 4, and this has to be 6. I have a total of 10 or 11. So this could be 2, 4 or 2, 5. But definitely a 2. Oh, wait. Hey, I can still use this number. That's helpful. This is a 6. So this is a 1, 3. This is a 2, 4, 5. What combination gives me 11? 4 and 2, 5, right? There you go. I can still use the numbers on this side of the grid. I don't think it matters which one's which here, so we'll come back to that. This is a 5. These two digits plus these two digits are going to be the sum of this. So this is a minimum of 6. If this is 5, 1. It needs to be a number where I have more than one way to get that number. That's okay. This is a 1, 2, 3, which is cool. 5 goes here for sure. Is there any way I'd want 5 here? 5 plus 1 plus 2 is 8. That's fine. That seems okay. Ooh, this is fun. Okay, so I need a 5 in this box somewhere. 5 can't go here, so 5 has to go here somewhere. If 5 also went on the line, for here, for example, these two digits would have to be the same. So 5 needs to go here. That's really cool, actually. That is nice. What if 5 is on the line? Nice. That's a really cool spot. This also has to be 1, 2, 3. So these need to be two numbers that sum to 10, and they need to be different from each other. So this is a 4, 6. This ends up also being a 1, 2, 3. So this ends up also being a 4, 6. And this ends up being a 1, 2, 3. This is a 3. This can't be a 3, and this can't be a 3. Now, I think shading for 1, 2, 3s might be good at some point. This is interesting. I might want to look again at this 5. If I need a 5 here or here, if 5 goes here, this is a minimum of 8. This would be a 4 or a 6. This has options. I think it's doable. I think that's fine. I need... I don't know what's happening here yet. But it's at least 6. Maybe that's a good starting point. Could this be a 1? Yeah. I think so. So this needs to be at least 6. Two numbers from 1, 2, 3 are already taken. I have pretty decently big numbers here. What's the minimum this could be? 1 and 4? That's already 5. I wouldn't want it to be 1, 4, but it's possible. What's the biggest this could be? This could be a 5, 6. Nope. Okay, so again, I can't use 5 on this line because I would have to use the same digit again. So 5 has to go here or here. There, that's a easier... That makes more sense to look at it that way. Nice. What if row 5 com 3 is a big number? Yeah, the biggest possible... Oh, well, now that changes. I should have looked at that also. Okay. Oh, this is a 1, 3, so this is a 4, 6, 5. Oh, which is scary, actually. Wait, can I clean this up more? Did I miss something? No, I don't think so. 5 and 4 is now the lowest this can be, so this needs to be at least 9. I could do like a 6, 3. If this went all the way up to 5, 6, the only way to get that is 5 and 6 again. If this was 5 and 5, this would have to be 4, 6, which breaks. So this has to be 4. This has to be a 5 because of Sudoku. So now I need to get 9 here. I can't do 4, 5, so I'm gonna have to do 3, 6. So these are not 3. This is a 3. This is also not a 3. This is a 1. This is a 3. This is a 1. This is a 2. Nice. 3 plus 6 is 9. That's good. That's good. Cool. Now, what are my options here? This is a 4, 5, 6. I just know that 5 goes here. Oof. Okay, so my options are 8 or 10. Well, If this is 8, this is a 1, 2. Oh, that breaks. There you go. I have to use a 3. So I already have 5 plus 3 and then something else. So I'm already at 8. This needs to be a 6. Meaning this needs to be 2, 3. Yes. So this is a 1 and this is a 2. If this is a 6, then this is a 4 and this is a 6. This ends up being a 1 and a 4. Okay, so this is a 4, so this is a 1 and this is a 4. If this is a 1, then this is a 2 and this is a 1. This is a 2, so this is a 3 and this is a 2, so this is a 6 and this is a 3, so this is a 4 and this is a 6. Nice. That was fun geometry there. A couple times where this digit needs to go in this box somewhere. I don't want it to go on the 2-cell line because then I end up with repeat digits. And same thing here. Nice. Nice. Ooh, we have some unlabeled cages here. Crop killer Sudoku. Normal 6x6 Sudoku rules apply. This is number 75. This will probably be my last one today. Where's my little thing? GG. 75. We have Kropke cages. The value of a cage is the sum of the digits in it. Cage values separated by a white dot are consecutive. Oh, nice. And cage values separated by a black dot have a 1:2 ratio. All possible dots between cages are given. Negative constraint. I was gonna say, I don't see white dots. So none of these can be consecutive. Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, well, let's start. We know the value of this cage. This is a 2, 3 just because of Sudoku. So this has a value of 5. Um, this isn't a 2-to-1 ratio. So, oh wait, if this is 5 and I need a 4 and a 6 up here, this can't be a 4 or a 6. These are going to be the same digit. Because 4 and 6 are both consecutive with 5 and there would be a white dot here. We can start there. Cool. 2-to-1 ratio. This is gonna have to be 2.5 or 10. So let's get this to sum to 10. I know all my digits because of Sudoku. To get 10, I want to do 1, 4, and 5, it looks like. Cool. Now, this is a 10. So I can't have 9 or 11 in these, which is probably fine. What else do I know? This also can't be a 9. Maybe I want to think about outside stuff here. I'm not sure. Wow. Okay, there's a lot of cages interacting here. These can't be consecutive or a 2-to-1 ratio. These need to be a 2-to-1 ratio. These cannot be consecutive or a 2-to-1 ratio. Can I think about a total here? And maybe figure out some outside stuff here? Maybe. Thinking about 2-cell sums here, though. Go to column 6 must be one of 2 digits. Okay, I have 1, 5, 2, 3 because of Sudoku. If this is a 6, this can't be 4, 1 or 4, 3. All black dot thingies sum to multiples of 3. Oh. I'm not seeing how I only have 2 options here. Because of this, maybe? Maybe I should have looked at that first. This plus this, no matter what it is a multiple of 3. That makes sense. I know this whole thing is 21. So this is going to be something like 18, 15, 12, 9. Row 1, column 6, row 2, column 6 must also sum to a multiple of 3. Because 21 is a multiple of 3. So this is going to be some kind of 4, 3, 4, 5, or 6, 3. I see. Nope. 4, 2. Because I need to get to 6 or 9. 4, 2, 4, 5, or 6, 3. I think I have options. If this was 4, 4, 2, this is 6 and this is 6, which is okay. Maybe a combination here would break this. Oh, yeah. Okay, what's the lowest option here? I could have like a 1, 2, and this could be 3. So I could have 3 and 6, which would be 9, and then I would need this to be 12. Ooh, I don't think I want a 1, 2 here, because 3 and 6 is only 9, and then this has to be 12, which is impossible. What if I did 4 and 8? That would be 12, and this would be 9. That's okay. What if I did 5 and 10? This would be 6, which is okay. So the smaller of these two sums to 3, 4, or 5, I believe. Ooh. I'm gonna mark this as a 2, 3. If this is a 3, this won't be a 4, but okay. 1 definitely goes in here. Oh, this is a tough one. What else do I want to look at, maybe? This is 10. So none of these can be 9 or 11 or 5. Ah, I need to put a 5 in here somewhere. If 5 doesn't go here, 5 can't go here. So 5 has to go here somewhere. But if I put 5 here, 5 and 10 is a 2-to-1 ratio that's not marked. So 5 would have to go here somewhere. But this also can't sum to 5. This can't sum to 5 or 9. 5 goes here. Does that tell me anything? I need to use a 2 and a 3 in here. This can't be 2, 3. All possible dots are given. Dots between cages, right? Possible dots between cages. So this cell is irrelevant. I still have options for I still have options for 5 though. I mean, I don't want 2 and 3 going in here because this would be 5, which would be broken. I still have options. I don't want this to be 9 either, or 11, because that would be consecutive with 10. That would be bad. Cells in box 2. Is this cage really gonna limit me? This is 5, so 2 or 3 is fine. Oh, if this is 4, this can't be 2 or 3. 3 is consecutive and 2 is a 1-to-2 ratio, so this can't be 4. This is 6 and this is 4. This needs to be a multiple of 3. So I have 4, 2, or 4, 5. Now, though, more importantly, this can't be a 3, so this is a 2. This is a 3 and this is a 2. There you go. This is a 2, so this is a 5. Whoops. So this is a 9. I want to mark these real quick. This is a 1, 3. If this is 9, I know the whole thing needs to be 21, so I'm left with 12 here. In a 2-to-1 ratio, I'm going to have 4 and 8. So one of these is 1, 3, and one of these is 2, 6. Do I know where yet? I don't want the 8 to go next to the 9. So this is going to be a 1, 3, and this is going to be a 2, 6, where I can place the 6. Woo! Well, kinda. So I have 8, and I have 4, which is a 1-to-2 ratio. And then I have 4 and 9, which don't have any relationship. Cool. We're getting somewhere now. Okay. Now, I do not have vertical roping today. This cage, if I could think about all the things that it can't be. With the 5, it can't be... This probably isn't going to help narrow anything down, but this can't be a 4 or a 6 or a 10. With this 2, it can't be a 1 or a 3 or a 4. With this 6, it can't be a 5 or a 7 or a 12 or a 3. With the 9, it can't be an 8 or a 10 or an 18. With 4, it can't be 3 or 5 or 2 or 8. Also with these. I think I can take out more options. This sees a 1 and a 3. I could have a 2. I actually need a 2. So I definitely have a 2 in here. I could have a 4 or a 5 also. So my total is actually pretty limited. I'm either 6 plus 4 or 6 plus 5. So I'm either at 10 or 11. I can't have 10 because that is consecutive with 9 and that's not marked. So this needs to be 1, 2, 3, and 5 to get me to 11. That actually narrowed it down a lot. Wow. 1, 2, 3. This is a 4, 6. Let's see. This column still needs a 1, 3, 5. I have some options here. This is 10. This is 11. There's probably some combination that doesn't work here. I don't want to use 9, 10, 11, 12 for consecutiveness. I don't think 20... I don't want to do 5. Okay, so 4... Hold on, this is 10 and this is 11. So 9, 10, 11, 12 are off limits. If this is 4, I can't do 4, 1 because 5 and 10 would be bad. If I did 4, 4, 3, then 7 is okay. 4, 5 would be 9, which is bad. 6, 1 is 7, which is okay. 6, 3 is 9, which is bad. 6, 5 is 11, which is bad. So I either have 6, 1 or 4, 3, but this total is 7. I believe... I'm going to go through that again. 4, 1 makes 5, which is 1 to 2 with this. Bad. 4, 3 is 7, which is fine so far. 4, 5 is 9, which is consecutive with this. 6, 1 is 7, I think okay. 6, 3 is consecutive with this, which is bad. And 6, 5 is consecutive with this, which is bad. Okay, so this can't be a 5, meaning this has to be a 5. And this does sum to 7. Didn't mention a possibility where 5 works. This is a 1, 3, but definitely a 4. So, options here. Let's see, this is 8, this is 11, this is 7. Those are the ones I need to worry about. Right? 7, 11, and 8. Yes, okay. I don't want this to be... Well, it wouldn't be. I definitely have a 4. This is either 4, 1 or 4, 7. 4, 3 to be 7. I jumped ahead. If this is 4, 3, then that's 7, which is consecutive with 8, which is bad. So I want to do 4, 1, which is 5 and totally fine. This becomes a 3 and this becomes a 1. So this becomes a 3, meaning this needs to be 3, 4. So this becomes a 6. This is not a 4. Ooh, okay. It's a step. Let's look at Sudoku. This is a 1, 4, and definitely a 3. I need this 1, 4 over here, but neither one of them can go here. So this is a 3, and this is a 1, 4. This needs a 2 and a 5 and a 1-4. Again, 1-4 can't go here, so this is 2-5. This can't be a 5. Ooh, a lot of options. A lot of options. Can I clean something up here? I'll come back to this. This is gonna end up getting a pencil as a 1-2-4. 2 definitely goes here. That's okay. Let's look here. This is 10, and that's the only one I need to worry about right now. This cannot be a 5, so I said earlier I could have a 5 here. I feel like I still have so many options. This, okay, let's look at this actually. This column still needs a 2, 5, and a 6. This can't be a 6, so it's either a 2 or a 5, and it can't be a 5 because this is 10, so this has to be a 2. There you go. 5 definitely goes here. I have a 1-4 now, so this is a 2. This, I still need a 1 and a 4 and a 3. 9 would be bad because this is 10, so I don't want to do 6 and 3. Oh, well, then this is the only place 3 can go. That helps. That helps. This is a 1, so this can't be a 1. What if I do 10 and 10 next to each other? 6 and 1 is 7. 6 and 4 is 10. There's Sudoku I'm missing for sure. This is 2, this is a 5. This is a 2, this is a 4. So this is a 1 and this is a 5. So this is a 1 and this is a 4 and this is a 1. And this is a 4. So I end up with 7 here. It's like I knew there was Sudoku. Row 3 Sudoku. Very nice. Digits you entered are correct. Very cool. Very cool. The 75th GG. I think that's a good stopping point for me. We made it through 10. I think we started at 64 today. I think we made it through 11 puzzles today. Woo! GG. Thanks for chat for the assistance. Oh my gosh. There were some tough ones in there. There were some really good ones also, of course. Is anybody streaming Sudoku still? It's getting kind of late, actually. Da 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 da. Let's see. Same category. We do have Sudoku going. All right, chat. Enjoy the raid. Happy Saturday. No stream tomorrow per usual, but I'll see everybody on Monday for Nancy Drew Monday. Oh my gosh. Thanks for the help. Enjoy the raid. Bye. Bye, 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 bye. GNGN, bye.